Well, I'm a doggo and I sneeze, sneeze, sneeze.
Ahoy! Ahoy, chat. Give me a second. Merely await your ahoys. Chillax on the ahoy front, please.
Well, I'm a doggo and I
That was me
sneeze,
talking.
sneeze.
Yo, it's me. Bonjour. Bonjour, bonjour. Oh, that frightened me. Aloha. Hello, Toast, Weeb, Unicorn, and Monus. As you can see, I've done an attempt to try and repair my controller. There's elastic bands and sellotape trying to hold it straight. So hopefully it doesn't disconnect in the middle of the stream repeatedly. Because it will. But, you know, maybe this helps a little bit. I don't know. I should probably invest in a new controller at some point, right? Got my bloody... This thing's held up by elastic bands. My controller's held up by elastic bands. Hello, Negativity. How are y'all doing? I've also got myself a scotch. Because it's the weekend. It's a sort of scotch day. It's very warm, and this is very cool. Hello, Negativity. How you doing? I heard you beat Beaver really, really hard at chess yesterday. 3 times in a row. I didn't realize you were such a chess god. What happened? Huh? Oh, is the audio okay as well? The mic's facing alright. Y'all doing A-okay? You have no idea how. When did your results come through again? Sorry, they were later in August, were they? We're excited. He just blundered, mate. I don't know. Sounds like you're probably pretty good at the old chess. 12th of August. That's around the time I'm getting my my second jab. I'm assuming, are you not getting jabs because you're small, or are you getting jabs because you're small but not that small? Next Magnus Carlsen in chat. Oh, exactly. Next cake. Oh, here we go. Anyway, if you remember, there was a Genshin update, and then last stream we did lots of boss fights, and it was like... and now we're here. You're not getting jabs because you're small. Yikes. I hope that this doesn't recur in a few years because all the young people haven't got yabbed. Big yikes. How are you doing? Oh, it's the like, you logged in. Here's your Paimon points. You logged in. Wow. What an achievement. I turned on the game. 3 things. Sakura Bloom. Update summary. Oh, what's this? We like optimizations. Known issues. Oh, there's some issues with the quest, is there? That's alright. I can't believe there's such explicit patch notes. That wasn't what I was expecting. We need to find Dongli. I think this is like the last quest in this area, by the way. Like, it has like a strong like last quest sort of feeling. Hello, New Paris. How are you doing? Ahoy. Yo, gourmet, huh? Yo, I can like feel in my right hand when I let go of the left stick on this Xbox controller. It like twangs like mad. You did 1 or 2 large brain moves. Did you do pawn to e5? Pawn to d4. I moved my queen to g7. Don't know who Joe is. Pyro Joe. Huh? He's Spikle Michael. Yo, Umot? The real Tomu? Tommy, do you want to chat in Discord? While I'm exploring? I like the chatting we do. Fiery. You can come in a minute, you're warming pasta up. Alright, hang on for a second, Paimon, I gotta chat with Tomu. I'll sit in vocoder and you can come and connect your DCP packets if you like, you know what I mean? Send us some of those HTTPs. Give me a second, I need to load the program that's probably going to destroy my PC. Also, I saw earlier, my HDD drive is fucking spinning like mad. I don't know what's using it. Something's like my computer's using 90% of its CPU, which is mad, but ignoring that. Let me sit in Friends of Stream. Yeah, I'm using like nearly 100% of my CPU. Firefox. Apparently there's a bug in Firefox right now to do with having hardware acceleration disabled, so I might enable it. Because apparently it destroys your system if you have it disabled, so I'm just gonna like enable it and try and maybe see if that helps. Something is also slashing my disk, and I don't know what it is, but like the little red light on my computer's going like that. It's crazy. Firefox ZF Game Browser. Is ZF Game Browser a Discord thing or a Genshin thing? Because each of those is using like 10% of my CPU. Like how? Genshin's only using 40%, and that's like a full 3D title, huh? That's probably why my frames aren't so good. Computer's a bomb. It might at some point blow up, I don't know. Like, I can see that little light blinking. I'm only running stuff off the SSD. Is it like a Windows thing? Do you think it's running like a scheduled defrag or something? I think I fixed my frame rate last time by kicking my PC a little bit. I think it might be just a hard drive that's pulling it all down, right? Windows trying to index on it or something, and it's using all the CPU. Alright, Paimon. What games y'all been playing lately by the chat? I'm curious. We're in like a weird state right now where there's not like one super popular game that everyone's playing. There's like 50. Everyone has like their own choice. Look for Zhongli. Alright, let's go have a peek. It's also weird having my controller cable tied to the back. I keep poking it. Been playing a lot of the 1.12.2 pack on Minecraft. What's that? Have you played at all on the Cerny server much? I don't know how that's been going, but every time I host Cerny, he's playing like GeoGuessr or something. So I don't know if he's still playing on it either. Yo, Nadia. Large mod pack. Why is it called 1.12.2? Is that the current version of Minecraft or what? Okay, this is like COVID child voice actor like recording this in his bloody cupboard. Is this Tomu? That's the version. Yo. Yeah, this is strange. Why does this woman look like someone from like 1930s American cinema? She has like that Marilyn Monroe look.
She does a bit.
You know what I mean?
It's because she's a villain, just like Marilyn Monroe.
What's is it drawn together? There's like that, the black and white character, like Betty Boop looking thing. Looks a bit like Betty Boop. I forgot about Drawn to Life until the other day, and then I got reminded by Reddit, and I was like, oh god, this was a thing. It did not go down well. You know, apparently there was a Takeshi's Castle remake with Jonathan Ross. I had no idea. Was it good? I love Jonathan Ross.
It's not as good as with
Chris, what's his face?
Yeah.
Oh, probably not. But like, I love Jonathan Ross. He's got such a smile.
I hate him.
Really?
I hate Jonathan Ross, yeah. So.
Man. You won't like how when I was a teenager I liked, who's the guy with the annoying ass laugh?
Jimmy Carr?
Yeah, I liked Jimmy Carr when I was a teenager.
He's sort of funny.
I thought he was pretty
Jonathan
funny.
Ross is,
I like
so
him.
you might actually like Takeshi's Castle.
I liked Mock the Week. Didn't he host that? Or like, no, he out 9.5 cats or something. 10.5 cats, whatever it was. Some number of cats. He hosted one of those, which I quite liked.
Jonathan Ross. He did
He did Mock the Week, didn't he?
No.
Was that Stephen Fry?
No. Mock the Week is Dara O'Brien.
Ah, Dara O'Brien! No, he's my favourite.
Stephen Fry is QI.
Stephen Fry had more stuff than just QI, didn't he?
No.
Oh. I like Stephen Fry.
Jonathan Ross had the Jonathan Ross show.
Can we have some more Dara O'Brien content? I love him. Actually, you know what? Can we get some more Richard Ialdi content? The man's whose name I can never pronounce. I like Travel Man.
And Gadget Man.
Yes, but I've seen those. Maybe not all of them. I haven't.
Watch them again.
Where are they? Are they on Netflix?
They're on Amazon Prime. Or they're on 4AD.
Yeah, Paimon's fucking losing her shit about this like USB header. I can't believe Zhongli is Rex Slap. Oh, I was not paying attention. I was thinking about Tara O'Brien. Sorry. It's an exciting twist, but why give the gnosis to the Fatui? Video games. You've been playing RimWorld, Factorio, Pokemon Unbound? You don't give it for free, it's a contract between the Saria and I. Why did you feign your death? Oh, has he always been like Lex Lapis? He didn't like take over when the guy died?
Yeah. He's always been.
Oh, okay. So I thought he's got like sick like dragon clothes, but I thought he was gonna like get the power when the guy died, you know?
I thought the exact same was when I first saw him and I saw that he had dragon clothes and I was like, wait, a dragon just died.
Well, I mean, it's not meant to be like a, this isn't like a mystery show. This is
it was
like...
kind of funny though, because
Tropey.
was talking to me about it. And he was like, oh, what about that twist? And I was like, what? Zhongli was like Rex Lapis. No, I kind of figured that out because I saw his clothes and he was like, what the fuck? That's so dumb. I was like, well...
I think it's cute. I like a good comedic trope, you know? They aren't going... This game doesn't like tread beyond where it dares, you know? They know it's sort of like a silly little catch-em-all game, so they're not like trying to rewrite the bloody wheel.
Yeah.
I think this guy's giving his backstory, and I keep thinking about bloody Dara O'Brien and Stephen Fry. Richard Ialdi.
He's more just explaining his actions of why he is pretending to be
Is his name
dead.
Surely? Ah. I look really angry and Paimon's really happy. Angry traveler. Angie. Very small, basically very angry. Was Leo about to enter its next age? Psychic powers to guess the night squares. Battleships. Oh, you mean Sploosh. Yes. He feigned his death, gathered the cast of Child, Adepti, and Liu to play their roles on the stage that was the Kaching. Sound like a serial killer, my man. Do you have another plan in case it all burned down? Continued to safeguard the Gnosis until now. What is the Gnosis? Sorry, was that like the god
Thing
power?
that child took from the dragon in the money place.
Oh, I thought he couldn't take it, like it wasn't there.
Yeah.
But what is it? Is it like just power? It's like a little battery.
Yeah, sort of, yeah. It's, the one that Venti had
Yeah. Oh, Venti
was
had one.
potentially given as well to Signora here.
Ah. Can't believe the villainous lady is getting all the powers of all the gods.
Yeah.
Crazy. Surprise when the finale... And then we're getting all the powers too. Does the Traveler get different clothes when she gets different powers?
She gets different colours on her clothes, depending which power she's assigned to.
Is there a cute electric Lumine or whatever her name is?
I mean, she looks the exact same. It's like it's like an accent on the clothes that you'll see. It's either green, yellow, or now purple.
They should give her some sick new clothes. Like when the idols get like one sock that looks different.
Maybe when story eventually finishes.
Maybe. This man is talking, isn't he? He's talking about the script. That's a bit breaking the fourth wall, isn't it? That's Child. When did you get here?
It's been here the entire time.
I didn't notice.
Oh my god.
I noticed Paimon was here.
Which screen were you looking at?
I was looking at Hey the Hoover.
Oh.
That doesn't sound good at all. I love Angry Traveler. It's a really good vibe. I always feared it was too soon for them to be taken over from me. The best parting gift? Isn't he fucking old? Give me a bit of remorse. Yeah.
Yeah, he's ancient.
Bloody old, isn't he?
Yeah.
Thanks for being more appropriate. You played no small part in all of this. You wreaked havoc and turned the city upside down. Nice performance. Who's this woman? Do we know yet? She like, yeah, she the head of the
factory.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of the.
She looks like a Zelda villain. Like a Vati. Whose side are you on? Are you itching for a fight? Yeah, you really embarrass yourself, you idiot. You fool. Don't call it as you say it. It's funny because he seemed like a cool final boss and it turns out he was just another puppet. She stole Venti's Gnosis a few quests ago. Oh, stole. Should steal herself a bra, she's gonna get back problems.
Yep.
Good god, they're wobbly. Lumine's like this poor woman.
Yep.
I think her name's Lumine.
All of the same body characters are like that wobbly, but some of the clothes hide it better. Like
Yeah.
Ningguang is as well, but the clothes hide it better.
I'd like to
Whereas
know what that...
obviously Signoras are just, you know, they're out there.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you just sometimes they gotta be,
World to
right?
see. Yeah.
A good trade is a fair trade. What would be a good trade for a Gnosis? Paimon's thinking like bloody shaved ice over a slime or something. Did you see that the cool like food emoji of Paimon has like a little knife and fork on her hat instead of the little sword?
I didn't.
Look at it on Twitch next time someone posts it. Chat, can someone post the Paimon emote? He's the god of contracts. He likes contracts. He'd always love contracts. Contracts. He is the Java developer. His contract with the Cryo will be the last. The contract to end all contracts. The bargaining chip for Sasara to balance the scales. Uncover it yourself. No Paimon emote, huh, chat? Huh? No, explain that to yourself.
Where is it?
It's just Paimon, or isn't it something? Or like Genshin? No Paimon's in chat. Can I get some Paimon pats in chat? Some like wish 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 wish. If you go into like the black screen with white text with auto text advanced on, it skips it instantly. Anyone doing speedrun should learn this.
Oh yeah, I see the knife and fork.
Right? It's cute, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like the...
She tucks into eating an alive slime.
Yeah. I like the, whatever it is, like Genshin Impact 7 Twitter channel. It's just posting like Paimon drawings all the time. I think it's an official channel. I'm not certain. Yo, is that a whoopee he in my chat? Oh, Tom, I made a big soup today. Like, or it ended up being a stew. I used a daikon and like the purple potatoes.
Yeah.
And like, you know, carrots and shit. But it was pretty good.
Turn the soup purple?
Soup was sort of purpley red, yeah. I was saying it's such a shame that we bred carrots to be so orange. It'd be nice to have a bit more purple in our diet, you know? Like sometimes I made like a really sick fucking like stir fry yesterday that was like purpley pinky red. And it was like, it looked so good. I think it's just such a shame that usually stuff is just brown or like yellow, you know?
Yeah.
Like green, fine. Just don't work on mobile. They don't work on Discord either.
I like yellow carrots though as well.
Yeah, those are exotic. Anything that's different from the normal clone that we eat every day.
Yeah.
Do you reckon there's any downside to us eating essentially clones of the same food over and over instead of having DNA diverse, or do you think it's just so basic it doesn't matter?
There's huge downsides to it. Is
Because I know
disease or whatever.
for growing it it's bad, but I mean in terms of eating it,
I wouldn't say so.
probably not, right? It's just sugar at the end of the day.
Yeah, I would say it doesn't really matter.
Because we're essentially like dogs, right? Who just eat the same dog food every day for like their whole life, except we're eating the same like clones of carrots every day and potatoes. But like, oh, I have such a varied diet, and they eat like 12 different things, you know?
Yeah.
That dog probably eats more like variety than they do. Because I always used to think
Sometimes it
that.
gets toenails, and sometimes it gets
Trotters and stuff, yeah.
yeah.
Well, I always used to think when I would like, feed the dogs, I'd be like, God, they must be so bored of this all day, and they just seem to fucking love
I
it.
think that, yeah.
Well, you give them like occasional little treats and stuff, but I think they're just happy to be around, aren't they?
Yeah, honestly.
They're just vibing. Vex Lapis. They didn't catch the culprit, did they? Big-footed Daijao. You know what they say about a Daijao? Got big feet. Only possibility in my mind, the assassin was a Fatui guy, young and high in rank. They called him Child. Ah, they're suspicious. They're greedy. Watch out.
Poggers.
I'm so happy I get to listen to this music. I feel like I've beaten the game, you know? Like, I get to listen to this music, and it's like running around, like, talking to people, being like, oh, yo, you did such a good job. It's like, yeah, I did. I beat the Leviathan or whatever, you know? If you eat the same carrots, you become a carrot. Yeah. If you make a funny face and then, like, the wind blows the wrong way, you get stuck that way. Light and shadow have their season. Divinely appointed trials. Rumors and heresy abound on the streets that Rex Lapis was murdered. Let's let the truth be revealed. He's buggered off, but don't fret. Don't worry about Facebook Messenger. By the way, I'm annoyed because like when I plug my phone in to do development, I get a complete printout of every single thing going on it, and I see a bunch of shit from like Facebook. And I don't know why, because I haven't got Facebook installed. And I haven't got anything I think that's made in React Native. So I'm just wondering, like, why when I plug my phone in, is Facebook trying to send a bunch of data off? How? How's there Facebook on my phone?
Do you have Messenger on your phone?
No, I have nothing Facebook related. And the only thing that would be related would be a React Native app, but I don't know what would be a React Native app. I doubt the banks are building their shit in React Native, and that's the only thing that's cross-platform I think I have. Discord's just bloody Electron. And that's Chromium. Facebook comes installed in Samsung. That's what I think. But I look through my phone and I can't see any hint of it anywhere. Oh, this cake's good. It's mild as hell. It's a Dutch thing. Have you ever seen this? It's a very light sponge cake. It's like air. It has almost no flavor. It's bright fucking green.
Green and orange.
That's pink.
Colours I wouldn't normally pair. Is it pink?
Pink, yeah. It's just the lighting is orange in this room, so I like a nice warm colour. Yeah, it's like dyed bright green. I think it's, Chris? Oh, she's busy. What's this cake called? It might be a Pumdon cake or something. Wait, is it Dutch or is it... It might be Indonesian. Dutch taken, I suppose.
Yeah, it's yoinked.
Yeah. My co-workers were like, oh, I made this thing the other day, and I'm like, I have no idea what that is, and they're like, oh, haven't you heard of it? I was like, no. And they're like, oh, it's an Indonesian thing. I'm like, oh, right, fair.
Yeah.
Yo, it's three
explain
waifus.
that we colonized the rest of the world.
Yeah. Then Kate comes in and talks about Vikings, and I'm like, well, that's quite a bit cooler, I'll be honest. We don't have Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings aren't actually relevant, because...
Yeah, it was too long ago, who cares?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we had, like, Celts and shit, right?
Yeah.
What did Celts do? They, like, killed people for the
Got
trees.
killed by everyone.
Yeah.
And then they also had Boudica, who was the best warrior.
Oh yeah, Boudica. God, these characters look dead, don't they? They just stare. Is this because I turned off subsurface whatever?
I don't think so.
Because subsurface scattering is the stuff that makes stuff look like skin look alive. They look kind of like off.
They do a little bit, actually.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you heard me saying earlier, but apparently my bug with Firefox where it flashes black constantly is a common bug to do with graphics acceleration turned off. So I've turned it on and I don't see any difference. It's still flashing. Something is trashing my computer, and I think I also said, I think the way I fixed my frame rate problems before was hitting my computer and like balancing out a hard drive. So I might just disconnect that drive.
Yeah, it might be worth just like plugging in or like unplugging and plugging everything back in again.
Yeah.
Because if it is a graphics card, maybe it's just like it's not sat in there properly or something. Who knows?
Yeah. I think it's probably that it's a hard drive, it's broken, and it's on its side, so the disk is probably scratching, and Windows is trying to like index it or something. And I fixed it before by making it like balanced. So what I do have a USB header to SATA from a different drive when I shucked it. So I might just plug that in and plug the drive in via USB. Because I'm not going to use it for anything, but at least it would be there in case I needed to... I don't know what I've got on it. Access it for something. My original D drive broke, Yoma. Such a shame. Our eyes see far and our reach is long. Very long fingers. You deserve that much. Yeah, that guy's at the back is just on his phone, isn't he? Whoa. Paimon's excited. Oh, it's the we want this woman. It's the bloody like
Yes.
spice woman or whatever. What is she? A perfume lady.
The perfume, yeah.
There's the first woman we looked at. Who means like I've missed my brother. She's talking. What the fuck?
Yeah. Don't worry.
The main character talks in this game.
This is one of her 3 lines.
That's the biggest reveal I've ever had in a video game in my life. She has emotion and a voice? Why doesn't she talk more?
I don't know. They want to keep her as a silent protagonist, but then they also...
But she's cute.
Yeah, after this, like,
she should be a waifu.
The next parts in this story, you'll see how they're, like,
They make
trying
Paimon.
to make her, like, talk, but they're also writing it all through Paimon, and it's so frustrating.
More. She's super cute. They should make her talk more.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't that the whole story? Like, she misses her brother or whatever. We just hear, like, dancing around. I know, I kind of like Earth Waifu. Like, the brown skirt's kind of cute.
Yeah, she's really...
She's mega cute.
Yeah.
The cleanup...
I love Ganyu.
Ganyu's cute as well. Honestly, whoever designed these characters, bang up job. Because they don't, like... I don't look at this and I'm like, oh, it's this character from, like, the show, you know? Because a lot of the times when you see characters, you're like, oh, that's just, like... bloody... I don't know, whatever. You're like, oh, it's just the same. The closest thing is that Noelle looks and has the same name as a HoloLive character with grey hair that's a knight.
That is very weird, like a weird coincidence.
It's probably not a coincidence, right?
Oh yeah.
They probably just think Noelle's cute. But like, Kaching looks like Kaching, right? You don't think, oh, it's Kaching. Oh, look, she's got purple hair. She looks just like bloody Kona, or whatever her name is. The one from, like, Lucky Star.
I don't think anybody looks like the ones from Lucky Star.
Don't a bunch of characters look like the sisters from Lucky Star? Or like the glasses character?
A unique outfit. So
I guess.
they're all quite unique in design and everything.
And I feel like the glasses character with like the fucking like baggy ass clothes. It's like everyone looks like that. But yeah, I guess Lucky Star's kind of unique. You could be a male main character and just have black spiky hair. Slightly aggressive eyes. I have no idea what these 3 just said to me, but they are just standing there aggressively. Are they all really tall? Is our character really this small?
Yeah.
She's extremely small.
The other 2 are the same height.
Wait, hang on, is Fischl taller than the Traveller? No, they're the same height.
They're all like they're body shapes, so they're always the same height. Like you've got the adult body shape, which is Ningguang, and like Beidou and some others. And
oh yeah.
The males, and then
there's like the teenager one.
Yeah, so this is the teenager one, which is like Traveller and Kaching and Ganyu and stuff, and then you've got like a child one.
Oh, for the bloody cat, the hide and seek cat.
Yeah.
I really liked hide and seek. I actually thought prop hunt was like mad fun. I guess it's just like
it's always fun.
It's also just like proof that adding multiplayer to anything really just make it better.
Yeah.
Like every game is improved with multiplayer. It's such a shame because there's so many games that are like they have an amazing concept and they shit on them just to shovel in some multiplayer that's still fun. But like the original concept was way cooler. Nanda! Paimon's saying they're all sad they're not going to see Rex Lapis, but they never saw Rex Lapis. I thought that was the whole point.
No, but they didn't know that he exists.
I guess.
And, like, they literally saw him fall out of the sky and die.
He did fall out of the sky, wasn't that like crazy? It's just like fucking God crashes out of the sky and dies. That's like a wake-up call, isn't it? Like, oh shit, I should probably start paying my taxes, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Or stop, maybe. You lack the Mora. Why would you lack Mora? You can create it. But you abide by the same rule set as mortals. When you're journeying it, you had it in hand. You should retire from your roles soon, so you have to rehearse a bit for your new life. Ah, no wonder. You didn't look at the price tags when we were spending because you've never had to. Like when they make the inevitable, like, grass area, it's just main character talking at Paimon and saying, man, Paimon really wants to say this. Paimon wants to say this. It's just the main character talking.
Yeah.
Paimon's thinking, this must be delicious, and then Paimon goes like, the fuck, man? And then they have like a little battle, you know, they go like, flat fight, sort of thing. I do want a Paimon Fumo, by the way, if anyone wants to sell me one. Baron Bunny and a Paimon Fumo. I will pay 30 euros for it.
That doesn't sound like too good a deal.
Yeah, it does. That's standard price, isn't it?
You ask a Fumo maker.
Oh, these things were like 80. I don't remember. I mean, the Fumos weren't 80, but including like the shipping and the tax.
Yeah.
They were expensive. And if you buy them off scroungers on eBay, they're like 400 because, you know, people are idiots and buy Fumos off eBay.
You should sell yours.
Absolutely not. This is the only run they've ever done of Momiji. She's brand new. Not terribly uncommon either, because everyone wants a Fumo, but a lot of them have been ran like 100 times.
Okay.
Momoji's only come out in this one.
So she's probably worth at least, you know, 20 grand.
She's worth infinite to me. I would never give up my Fumo. Not even for 2 Momoji Fumos. This Fumo is mine. I will throw my whiskey in your face.
The only thing I'll steal is the Fumo.
You will have your belly button turned inside out if you do this. Watch out.
I'll break in through the balcony.
Face up the ass, blow really hard. It's like trying to pop your ear. Yo, y'all are women in chat? You know what? For that, you get to view the Fumo.
I'll projectile diarrhea in your face.
Yo! It's just like Wulan. I can just say that about anything. People be like, oh, really? It's wild. Just watched, we just watched all 3 seasons of Yuri Yuri. That's pretty much it. Fumo.
It was really hot.
Yeah, it was really fucking hot. Apparently I made Blyra a drink out of lime, but I put like 3 limes in it or something like some idiot.
Yeah.
Classic. Don't worry.
Women didn't know how to make drinks.
Well, that was
Look
back
at
on
him now.
Yeah, yeah.
Look at
It's
this
a rocky
drink he's
road.
made.
What, like 6 ice
Whiskey and
cubes with
ice.
some whiskey, yeah? Nice and watered
Yeah.
down, just how I like it. Should have added some sugar. I need to make more sugar syrup, actually. I think whiskey with sugar syrup's really good.
What
It's-
whiskey is it? Is it the honey liqueur? Or...
No, this is Scotch. It's a red label.
Oh,
So I think I want to water it a bit.
I drink scotch.
Oh. Drinking it because it's full of alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh. Maybe I make a honey syrup.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. I've been playing this game for half an hour and I'm not allowed to do anything. That's a lot of content, isn't it?
It is a bit of
A lot of like dialogue and shit, right?
yeah, kind of like a visual novel.
It is. I want more now. I would really want that honey Jack Daniels, but like, they passed a law in the Netherlands where alcohol can't go on sale for more than 25%. Soft drinks can be on sale as much as they like, by the way, but
Is
that's
that
like...
like Scotland as well?
What, sorry? Scotland do that.
Yeah.
It's stupid. I mean, it's not
They
stupid.
either do that or it doesn't go on sale at all.
The UK had a new one, right, where it's like you can't sell individual beers for less than 20p or something, because like supermarket beer was unbelievably cheap. You could get like a six-pack for like a few pounds or something, and like teenagers were like losing their livers, and that makes sense. But like, it's more there to like stop younger people from drinking because it's expensive. But it like when like a 25, 30 pound booze is only on sale for like €5, it's a bit of a kick in the teeth, right? Like I'd want to buy Jack Daniels for like 15 or like 17. 17's more likely. Hey Mappo. Yeah, you got a green name.
Yeah, I mean, I pay like 18 quid when it's on sale.
I don't know, €23 right now is what it's on sale for, and I'm a bit like... It's the small one as well, it's not even the big Jack Daniels, it's the little one. Weren't you doing a military thing, Meppo? Sorry, go on.
I think like half the time because I'm going into Waitrose now, I don't really buy alcohol all the time because like they don't put stuff on sale and it's always like the 70cl anyway. So
don't they do the nice beer
like
deal though?
I don't drink beer.
Oh.
I mean, I don't drink beer and also I'm allergic. So.
Which bar are you allergic to?
The sulfates.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Whichever one of those.
Yeah.
So I don't drink or cider. I miss myself.
I miss you.
So much. I want cider.
Don't worry, the Netherlands apparently doesn't have a cider tradition. So you'd miss it here too. You thought alcohol tax was meant to prevent overly cheap beer? Yeah, but it also applies to an already heavily taxed substance in spirits. Which is funny, because spirits are already marked up to hell. Like, it does not cost €25 to make a bottle of whiskey.
I mean, you could go to a distillery.
I mean, as in, like,
see.
There's price that goes into it. Isn't, like, half of the value import tax?
I mean, there's, like, yeah, in some of them. So, like, that is why...
Like, vodka, for example.
Expensive. But,
vodka's like potatoes that you leave for a bit in a bloody fractional distillation pot.
Yeah. But there's like a lot of work that goes into it, and there's a lot of like with vodka, there are like it's like gin in the sense that it's not just simply potatoes.
I know.
It's got like the expensive vodkas.
Yeah, but this is the expensive vodkas. I mean the cheap ones that are only a bit cheaper than the expensive ones. They probably cost like 10 times less to produce, right? But they're being charged not 10 times less.
Maybe with vodka because it's
just alcohol.
Ingredients, but with whiskey, definitely there's a lot of money that like goes into making it because you've got to buy it in the caskets.
True.
You've got to store them. Like you're paying, like with whiskey, you're aging it a lot.
Yeah.
So
is that where the color comes from? It's like wood goo, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I know like Jack Daniels is from the charcoal.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, maybe.
Whiskey, I would say makes sense.
There's so much effort that goes into whiskey. The same with gin to make a gin with all the botanicals.
Did you watch James May making his parsnip gin?
I did, and I nearly bought it.
Oh, it's on sale.
It's not on sale. Yeah, well, his is on sale. Yeah, you can pre-order it.
From like his site, or are they selling it at like Waitrose?
From his site.
Oh, fair. I want to buy it. I want James May stuff. Yeah. But then you'd have James May's gin.
Yeah, and it's signed.
Yo, I want it even more, because then you could keep the bottle.
Yeah.
The bottle's probably
I nearly
worth
bought
that.
it for my dad, but then I was like,
Does your dad like James May?
He likes gin.
Oh.
And he liked Top Gear, and he liked Grand Tour, so I would assume so.
Alright. I'll be honest, I've not paid attention to a single thing here, I've just been using it as an excuse to eat cake. Let's just go. Hey Meppo, you gonna get yourself a beer? Go get yourself a nice beer.
So much beer talking, I will grab one myself.
100 bits. Yo, we get the good music. I actually, it's crazy how much I like this song. It's got like such a nice source of adventure. Like if this was on a GameCube game, I'd be like, yo, yeah. Remember that? Remember that song?
Next main quest. Go.
Hang on, need to take my achievement points. I think I've got some Paimon points. Probably get like a Paimon wish or two.
Yeah.
One, maybe? Watch this. Easy Paimon right here. Bop. That's right. It's a book. That's not worth my time. Gambe. What is it?
You can buy another.
Hello.
You can buy another one with the crystal thing.
Oh, I might do that. Yo, dolphin.
Do the dime slave. But yeah, if you go to the wish page and then
Squish, 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 squish. What am I doing?
then hit the up on the pad thing.
Oh, that's how you get to the shop. I
Yeah.
normally go through the little menu.
And then the start.
Oh, wait,
message
exactly
thing.
25. 75 even.
Yeah, so buy intertwined.
Right, there you go. More gambling chat. Watch this, watch this. Wow, 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 wee wow. Oh, yo, I got Yomu. Nice.
Oh, Yamfe.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice. By the way, when you
She's good.
you were talking about Yamfe the other
Yeah.
day, I couldn't have an image, but if you'd have said it's Poluka, Oruka, I'd have been like, alright. Because it is Poluka, Oruka. By the way,
Is it bad?
I'm getting some frames now, so I'm going to tab out and look at my CPU percent usage, because I have a bloody theory. Yeah, it's 100%. I think my frame rate is just because my computer's getting overloaded. And I'm looking down the list. Discord's only taking 5%. What is ZFG game browser? What is ZFG on my PC?
What the fuck? What is
My computer's on 100% CPU. I don't know how it's adding up to 100%.
ZFG game browser is MiHoYo.
Is it like that anti-cheat?
Yeah, probably.
I have no idea why it's that high though, because I look at the numbers and it's like 50%, 20%, 10%, and then a lot of 1%. So I guess that adds up to 100 somehow. It seems a little sus to me though. I bet I have a virus or something. Oh, have I unlocked a thing? Why is it got like a little thing on it? It's got like a little exclamation mark. Genshin Bitcoin miners.
Yeah, it means you've unlocked that. You're
Okay.
35, maybe?
I don't know. 34. Can I do teapot now?
You might be able to.
Alright, cool. Let's do the story quest. Yeah, but why is my CPU getting hit so hard? The game shouldn't be... My CPU shouldn't be 100%, right? It's like a quad core. I mean, I guess...
I installed a crypto miner on Willen's PC.
I knew it. But just something's going mad on here. I wonder if I turn the graphics up if it will get better. You can kill that process after you get into the game. I'm not going to do that unless you've got more of a quote than some internet people. I tried lowering the render resolution a little bit. Maybe that helps. No, I'm not going to do that. That was a terrible idea. Disclaimer. Yeah, I'm not going to do something that you found off Reddit. I'm sorry. I appreciate you're trying your best. I'm just going to max everything out. If I'm going to get a low frame rate, I might as well have everything look pretty. Well, volumetric frog can't be turned on. Oh, after you finish reading some stuff through inside the game, make sure to kill the browser. Are you sure you're meant to do that? Volumetric frog. Yeah, I can't turn that on apparently. I'll turn on the bloom though. Someone else like tell me if I'm allowed to like
I mean,
turn
that's
that
what
off.
it says on the link.
Is it
but-
their own website? Is it the Genshin Impact website?
Well, it's just on the Genshin forum.
Alright, if I get banned for this chat, you owe me like 6 paimons. What is Mo Uso Core Worker? That's like a Microsoft thing, isn't it? Okay, I closed that, and it's not really changed much, I'll be honest. What is Mo Uso Core? Isn't that like a Windows security thing?
Yeah.
Why is that taking up a gigabyte of RAM? Okay, that didn't really do much. Which one's the quest? Is it World Quest?
Downslave, Chapter 1, Act 4. Prelude.
Oh, it's this thing. I thought World Quest were the things that you run by where it's like a guy needs your help. Looks like it's Windows Update. Oh, so I can just shut it off.
But yeah, you can also do the teapot one if you want to do the teapot quest.
I might. Get out of here, M. Uso Core
That's in the
Worker.
Relay anyway. So
It's Windows Update. Okay, now my
you'll get
CPU's got done.
You'll get introduced to Yanfei in the teapot quest.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my frame rate's gotten better after I disabled the Windows up. Funny that, innit? Bloody Microsoft. Alright, where's the teapot thing? She's like around here somewhere. I think it's probably automatically turned itself on again because my frames have just dropped again.
Yeah, because that's what Windows does, isn't it?
I love my operating system. You like close a thing and it's like, no, you did that by accident. Sorry, you really need... Well, I mean, I probably do need the update, I'll be honest, but... I don't know, I thought I had it disabled, I'll be honest. I know you're not meant to do that because it's a terrible thing, but I'm pretty sure I had it disabled. Maybe that's why it's throwing a fit, because it's like trying to re-enable itself, right?
Like that's like I used to have issues, like random issues like you had on my older PC. And because I because I tweaked my Windows and everything just went.
I think I've tweaked it too
eventually
much,
exploded on itself.
Yeah, I might do a fresh install
Literally
on
broke
Saturday.
Windows, and then yeah, I just left everything and turned off like the stuff that I know I don't need, like Cortana and
Yeah.
stuff like that. So I just made sure that the programs that I don't want are gone, and then I just left the Windows to do its own shit.
I might do that.
So I edited so much in like the registry. I was like,
Yeah, I probably fucked up my registry a bit.
yeah. Since then, it's just it's basically worked. And I even managed to dodge the Windows update that killed gaming temporarily until they forced the update for that.
Oh yeah. The gift for Paimon? You're too kind. You're very modest, uncommonly so. You shouldn't decline it. I wouldn't allow it.
I'm just gonna jump in the shower. I'll be back in a bit.
Shower stream with Tommy?
Yeah.
Alright. When you traversed my old teapot in search of the cleansing bell, I heard your friend mention you used to cout about in the wilds. That won't do. You have a long journey ahead of you. I've not grown so old as to see my subspace creation abilities atrophy. Subspace creation. Yo, Smash Brawl? I want to play Brawl again. I love Brawl. It's a blessing we old folks received from Rex Lapis, part of our illumination. It's the ability to make a small autonomous pocket world. The teapot you entered was a little trinket, you say. The eyes of Adeptus creating a magic teapot is just child's play. God, Paimon's, you're losing her shit. Yeah, the teapot's nothing to boast of. Want something to bugger off. Rex Lapis moved mountains and seas. That's true power. Fair. The gift requires a few final materials. What do you want? We are good at finding it. I have already found a fleet-footed youngster to do it. Yo, we don't need to do anything. What an RPG? I don't think you know how to find it. Some of them are very rare. What is it? Some shimmer soil from the banks of Dua Marsh. Back in the day, it can only be found where glaze lilies derived. Yo, I remember that. You dig down, following the roots. If you were lucky enough, you'd find a small patch of shimmer soil there. But no one's been able to find it since Dua Marsh has become the way it is today. Classic. God, this woman has some bloody mad dialogue, doesn't she? This old lady. Someone's sad because she's thinking about how she can't eat her. Jadeite. Smaragdus. Chiseled from the chasm. Chasm. Right? It's a treasure. Not something humans can withstand. Yikes. Don't know if the child will find them. Who is this? Since you're an Adeptus, they must be an Adeptus too, right? Yes, I suppose so. More. She counts? Why are there so many Adepti here? We seem to bump into them all the time. It feels like when you go out to eat, you could be shitting right next to one, and you'd have no idea. Classic bloody Paimon. So many Jesuses everywhere. My friends like mundane mortal lives. What about that person over there with a giant bloody shiny thing on their back? Yo, it's Yanfei. Oya oya. This is Yanfei. She's running some errands. Enhi. I'm sure you know Traveller with her LED sparkling tights. Ah, mochiro. We're most wanted after the Millith marked you as a suspect, and then you fought them off and made contact with the Fatui. That's right. Before declaring an ancient god with Grandma and her associates and being cleared. Oh, it was this quest I needed to do to unlock the teapot, huh? I guess that was why it was locked. Shame we didn't meet sooner. Just crazy eyes. We were able to clear of your suspicion immediately, it would have been less embarrassing. Yeah, she's legal bloody master, yeah. Legal advisor. Classic. Bit cheating to be a legal advisor if you were like a demigod, right? It's a law firm ad, yeah, for Yanfei. Oh, she has like deer horns. I didn't notice those before. Alright, they're in dire need of a legal assistance. Crazy when you show so much skin you start glowing bright. Like you're like a bloody piece of iron that's been melted in a furnace. Is this an Adeptus? Paimon was going to say the same thing. You seem different from the ones we've seen before. My old man said he was one anyway. Crazy hat. He was campaigned with Rex Lapis for a long time, and then went back and married your mum. Cute. Two of them one-upped and left on a journey, leaving me with Granny here. It's a bloody history. God, Paimon's angry. Bit casual. Only went to sign solemn contracts and stuff. Paimon's very upset. Dad said he talked it through with Rex Lapis and he was cool, and he contributed towards the wedding gift. Dope. Let's not dwell on that. I got some stuff except for the jadeite. I don't know where it is. Chasm sealed off. What the heck? Ministry of Serious Civil Affairs wants to keep it locked down. Oh, but it's essential. You substitute it, maybe. Just get some jadeite and just dip it in some salt or something. Are you sure you can't do something else? They're cool. I know, you've said 1,000 times. Yo, my frame rate just got slightly better. My like, game froze for like a split second, and the frame rate got better. What happened? Let me have a look. The hell is she doing? That's a thick book. Can't eat this book, Paimon. Blobbly sound. Oh, sneeze higher. She has a book. There's a merchant who came to me with some legal queries, all to do with rare ores. Does she have the Triforce on her, like, bloody side? She's doing that. Huh? They were using it to make hairpins. Maybe he's gotten some or know where we can get it. Let's go have a look. You want to join me? Sure. But you should stand by and watch. If you get involved, you'll be placing yourself in legal jeopardy. Classic. Yo, they're imploring us to avoid legal liability. That is a first, yeah. Just crazily going around stealing stuff and murdering people. Be more careful with her. True. Alright. Where's this Crossel? Oh, he's down here. Little teapot, huh? Oh, hang on, did my frames get better? They're a little better, maybe. Slightly. Ah. Pretty. +1 frame, exactly. God, I don't know why my, like, CPU's getting hit so hard by everything, though. It just can't handle all these things at once, apparently. Even though it definitely should be able to. Hello. The guy that delivers the food had his car break down. Oh god. Is he alright? What food did you order? Is it gonna be cold when you get there? What's gonna happen? How's business? It's dope. Jadeite for hairpins. Do you know about this? Pizza, I know he was driving to someone else. Oh, fair. Come on. He did get it. Do you want hairpins? You rented them to someone called Xiao. Do you want to inspect them? Excuse me, I want these hairpins to make my house. They told me to excuse them, that they will take 20 minutes longer. Oh, only 20 minutes. Is it going to take 20 minutes longer, or is it going to take 200 minutes? Isn't it rare? Aren't you worried about the hairpins getting damaged or lost when they're rented out? Hey, what? No, I signed a contract. Yeah, hey, Tommy. Contract says she loses or damages it, she has to compensate the full value. You include a clause that guarantees it's genuine with a penalty of 10 times the value if it's shown to be fake. That's fair. That's not very ambiguous, yeah. Very clear terms, yes. Yes, of course. We have the assurance we need. To ensure fairness, we have regained the original copy of the contract. I can't believe it's bloody Phoenix right now.
It is.
Right? Yanfei's pretty cool, by the way.
Yeah, I really like her voice actor.
Yeah. I always forget these playable characters have, like, stories and lives, you know? Don't make Paimon equal Kiwi. Cool. Yo. Hello, Ivan. These should be in order. What's up? We met in Liu Harbor. It gave us quite the fright. We thought the city was going to be a mess, but the order restored very quick. Whether it was to stabilize the situation or otherwise, they released a slew of bulletins and regulations. Paperwork, admin, paperwork, permit, paperwork, paperwork, admin, business. This is not, this is not the grand outdoors adventure I signed up for.
The voice actor for Yanfei.
I feel like I recognize her.
You might, but you might also not. But she's from Kaguya-sama, and she is.
I like Kaguya-sama.
A blonde lady.
Yeah, she's the help, not the helper. What's her face? She's like a maid slash assistant.
Hayasaki.
Hayasaki, yeah. Ayasaka. Yeah. No, I know that character. What else is she in though? I know some pretty weird things.
She's one of the twin sisters in Demon Slayer.
I haven't seen.
Oh, you've watched it.
Demon Slayer. This the song that is played a lot in Osu.
Yeah.
Fucking good tunes, I'll be honest.
Oh, Yuricamp.
Yo, which Yuricamp is it?
Nadeshiko Kagamihara.
What does she look like? Oh, what the main character?
Yeah.
She's oh god, what's her actual name in the show? What's her like nickname that everyone uses?
I haven't watched it.
I love Yuricamp. Why can I not find this person? You keep saying higher and then lower.
She's also in the Slime anime.
I like the Slime anime.
She is.
Shizuo.
Shizue Izawa.
Is she the like? Does she have a funny mask on?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. Well, she's in quite a lot of stuff then. Cake likes these shows. You've just named shows Cake likes.
I know. He likes Yanfei as well.
Oh, classic.
He likes playing Yanfei, and he has her leveled up really high.
What do I do? Yes, there's something I can help you with. How do you do? We know you rented some hairpins. We want them. Can we look at them? I can't lend them to you. I've lost them. Oh, bugger. I don't know how it happened. I always kept them at my side and I haven't even worn them yet. Moi. Spent so much money. If I had to pay their original value, there's no way I can come up with that much money in the short notice. Why do you need them? We're in the ore business, but it's been suffering. We have a backlog of paid orders, so we've been trying to buy stock of other merchants to complete them. A banquet is coming up and several ore merchants will be there. I need this opportunity to mingle and discuss prices. That's what they were for, to keep up appearances. Fair? It's like when you buy an iPhone 5 to your big business meeting. You don't want to go in there with an LG cookie. Deja vu. Is this when we say we can help? Oh, really? I sent a commission to the Adventurers Builder. I hadn't heard anything back yet. Don't run off looking for hairpins. Could I look at the rental contract you signed? Yeah, sure, it's here. I've got it stuffed up my shirt. Dore. She's your legal advisor. Being mean to Crossell. True, maybe there's a win-win solution. Like mixing orange juice and vodka. Terms are clear and they do say you need to pay the original value. Furthermore, I also...
Win-win solution with vodka.
Depends how much. The contract also says the amount of compensation must take current market prices into account. Given the rarity, the final amount might be much higher as a result. Yikes. Motto desu ka? She's about to faint. But all of this is assuming it is genuine. Oh, Yanfei. Yo, did you have to pause? They're lost. How are we going to know if it's genuine or not? You got to start by finding those hairpins. But if we found them, there'd no longer be any need to check if it's genuine, would there? Right. I'm confused. I lost it, so I should pay compensation. That's a lot of money, though. I guess I have to pay it. They are merchants. It's to keep our work and respect our contracts. Classic. I shouldn't keep him in the dark. I'll go tell him and negotiate the amount of compensation. Yes, I think that's sensible, but I have some questions about the hairpins. When you first touched them, what did you feel? They were perfectly smooth to the touch like jade. You've had a lot of jade, and I'm pretty sure it's high quality. Smooth. What's wrong? No, it's like sandpaper. Let's go to Mr. Crossles. Bloody hell. I am actually just playing a VN, huh? I've just been moving around this little city over and over. It's pretty chill, to be honest. Pretty lax. How are you doing, Wads, by the way? We don't talk too much these days. The old wool hee hee, the old wool pee hee here and there, but no wool ho hos. You're good. Nice. Good convo. How are the hairpins? Do you like them? Yeah, about that. I've lost them. You lost them? Do you know how expensive they were? Sorry, I'll pay the compensation. Every last mora. Do you know how much I had to go through to get my hands on that? Forget it. Talking won't bring it back. Can we have her estimate the amount to be paid? No problem, as long as I get paid half of that as the lawyer. Need a little market research. It is in fact genuine inlaid into the hairpins, right? Of course, genuine, or I take that 10's the value. Why 10 times? Seems kinda silly. Like if the merchants can't tell, like who cares, right? I'll do some market research.
What if there is a way to tell?
What if it's just like bright pink or something? Pay every last more of their worth. Let's find a way to raise that money. Please wait, I have something to discuss with you. I didn't notice she had like deer horns before. Literally the first time I've noticed.
Yeah, because she's another adeptus.
That's why.
She's not under a contract.
Yeah, she's just vibing.
Yeah. She can do what she wants.
Yeah, so she's a lawyer.
Yeah.
It's a bit cheaty. Bit cheaty.
No, she helps out people with their contract.
Why instead does she not just become like Batman and be a crime-fighting pigeon?
There is Batman. There's Diluc.
Oh yeah, I forgot about him. Wine Batman.
Yeah.
I love Wine Batman. He does as well, doesn't it? Wait, is he? He's not an Adeptus, is he?
No, Diluc's just.
He's just a
Batman.
guy.
Yeah,
He's
literally just a guy that's rich and fights crime at night.
Yeah.
So, and doesn't want anybody to know that he fights crime.
Hmm. And has a butler.
And he has a butler.
Hmm. It might be disingenuous. I'm not an adventurer or a member of the guild. I don't run thankless, time-consuming errands for a living. I just made deductions. Gotta be great if we could do that sometimes. Because most of the grandma was like, you don't have to find this weird sand. Yanfei will do it.
Yeah.
That's not timeless, time-wasty errands.
What lawyers do.
Find sand. Yeah, I've talked about the Paimon being tired all the time thing. It's probably why she eats so much, right? Like, flight must take so much energy. Well, fine all the time, you don't feel a bit unwell, you don't feel anything special at all. Oh, isn't special jadeite like human poisonous? Elemental traces in his vicinity. I think he still has it in his possession. Oh, we should confront him now and expose his dirty scam. Bloody Paimon. Flipping the table. He would never admit to it. Angry Paimon and Angry Adventurer are both like strong moods. You throw it into the sea the moment we were gone. Insisti pays up per the contract. Look under every stone, praying they do exist somewhere in this world. Vivid. Paimon thinks it might be experience talking. Oh yes. Lots of situations like this and brute force is one way of resolving them. I've got a pretty big old sword. Elegant things. Since you're experienced in dealing with problems like this, can you give us a hand? Yeah, sure. Sign this contract. She loves contracts, doesn't she? She's like Google. Like when you go on Google and it's like, hey, our terms and conditions have changed. There's always a certain someone. More wool pee, more pee, more wool pee, please. Wool pee, please. Formal terms of contracts. Everything prior to now has been pro bono advice, but now I need a written contract. Yo, pro bono. Let's go. Any work commissions but not bound by a contract cannot be relied on. Fair dues. Thanks. Sign here and I'll sign too, and write your address here and sign in this paper. Paimon! She's like, the fuck? This is so good. I'm so glad they just zoom in on Paimon.
Yeah.
She's just like, what is this BS? This is so really painful. She just wants to like climb a cliff for like 20 minutes, right? That was so good. What an ordeal. Fees are the same as always and they're written there. Take a look and let me know if you have questions. Should have gone through that first. Here's your copy. I'll retain the other copy. The guy in the back's just slapping stuff. Do you need me to do anything? No. It might be quite straightforward. You haven't been part of an investigation like this, so it'll be quite the experience. You smell bad. Oh, I'll call each other stinkers.
Yeah.
Why are you helping? Stalkers. I'm looking for this jadeite. There's strong geo energy there, so he probably has some. Made into jewelry or not, it's a different matter. Either way, it's a lead. If we follow it, who knows? Someone abusing the law to their advantage. I won't stand for it. Yuruzenai. Yo, she's got a Pokeball in her coat. Who has it all?
That'd be a really cool Pokeball.
Yeah, right? That'd be like a Swift Ball or something. Zap Ball.
Yeah.
Does more catch chance on paralyzed Pokemon to match that of sleepy ones. His first choice. And Babby. I guess that's actually isn't rickshaw like a cool ass sounding thing, by the way?
Rickshaw.
Yeah, rickshaw. They're those little hand-drawn cards. Also in 13.5 Lives of Captain Bluebear, they're fucking terrifying creatures that carry people on their backs. You're invited to a Highlander team. What's wrong, RNG? Hello. Suspicious claims that your Jade is betting is rigged and no one can ever win? I swear on all that is sacred. No, has a merchant enlisted your ore processing services recently? Krossolu. He bought a piece of ore claiming it was Smaragdinous jadeite. Ah, I've never seen it, so I didn't know if it was real or not, but a customer insists it's far from me to contradict them. He was generous, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed it per his request. Do you have any leftover debris? Yeah, it's my first time encountering it, so I kept some loose shavings to look at. Can you do that? That's not some loose shavings. Wasn't this for like a hairpin? When they talk about how this was ultra valuable.
Yeah. But, you know.
Thanks, we'll have a look. We'll have a look at this 6 trillion, like, euro bloody stack of rocks. What are your thoughts on the potential for, not francium. There's like another, like, it's not uranium, but it's the other one down the list. It's like less,
Urasium.
Myasium. No, it's a fuel that could be used in nuclear power plants and not produce bombs.
I don't know, I haven't
It's
been paying
cool.
attention.
It's one of those cool sounding ones. Say Casium? Thorium. Thorium, it's thorium, it's thorium. I think thorium has some like potential uses or something, which I think is sick. Imagine a thorium power plant. That sounds sick. It's not rare, nor is it valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. It's actually... Smagderous nephrite is the outer layer of it, but no one's ever proven it. Thin layer of separation, eh? See it for yourself. Look at these shavings for elemental energy. It's ordinary, containing no energy whatsoever. Give elemental sight a shot. Did you find anything? No. Why does Paimon not have any elemental energy? Shouldn't she be like bright purple? She's floating and has a magic cape. Thorium isn't soluble in water. Oh yeah. Don't you have to like cool it down with like ethanol or something? Oh no, you just use like sand, don't you? Or something. What's special? I've come across a lot of these in my time. Why couldn't Shito tell them apart? The two stones look really similar. Someone who didn't know what they were doing would find it hard to tell them apart. There's only a subtle difference, but it translates to an astronomical difference in terms of market price. Yeah, they can't use it for bombs. That's the main thing. Because then people can have nuclear power plants and not be frightened of someone also building up an army.
Yeah.
Going off on a tangent.
I mean, I think people are not like. I mean, people are afraid of like nuclear power plants regardless, right?
Yeah, and a lot of it's silly because they drive a car to work every day. You're much more likely to die in your car than from a nuclear power plant exploding. And you probably have a much better chance of escaping the power plant explosion. Oh well.
Like even in Japan when the tsunami hit.
Yeah.
That one had like nuclear. Whatever.
It was dealt with pretty well.
I mean, no, it wasn't. But it was like the reason that it kind of was as bad as it was that some of the things were neglected.
Considering it was neglected, I thought they did good with it. Didn't they like douse the shit out of it in water? They like put it under the sea or something.
I mean, yeah, it could. I mean, it could have
been a lot worse, I thought.
But there was lots of like radiation leakage and stuff.
Yeah.
That wasn't meant to.
One chunk of jadeite. No more questions. Can I borrow the record on these stone shavings? Sure, but why? I have reasons. Please sign here on affidavit. Document is signed proof that these were from you. Ah, sorry. What's the nature of the incident? I wouldn't say it's an incident, just a minor issue. Classic lawyer. Not bringing people in for more than they need. Bombs when you have bums. It's why people went for uranium over thorium in the first place. Yeah, people like their weapons. Isn't thorium waste not quite as bad as uranium either? Uranium comes from, well, uranium emits or something, I don't know. Does uranium come from thorium, or uranium comes from... what is it? I was listening to the Stuff You Should Know podcast episode on mining uranium. You know so many people. My uranium, your uranium. That was a Sips joke. Whose uranium? My uranium. City of contracts. Laws are very important to us. Hello. Hey, Kilo. Kilo, what's uranium come from? Isn't it a byproduct of something? Or is it the byproduct of uranium that people worry about? Like, what's emitted by it decaying? What does it break into? Legal advisors make a popular service indeed. Hard to understand, impossible to finish. I keep thinking it's staring at her ass, but it's not. It's just looking at her like weird camera book. Memorized all the legal codexes. Tears, it breaks into tears. It is an element. Maybe it's the rock. What uranium is like it's emitted by like some rock when it's like split or something. Isn't it? It's found naturally, you enrich it to make another isotope. Is that what I mean then? Or it's like uranium 486 or whatever is how you get the isotope or something. So I thought that's how you detect uranium deposits underground. You like go clicking around with a Geiger counter. And then they do a bunch of crazy maths and they're like, there's a roughly 6-ton deposit here, 50 feet under the ground. And then they're like, alright, dig it up. Is that, I think, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not a bloody uranium expert.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, uranium-238 is found naturally. I don't know. I'm keeping the conversation out of the quest, I guess. Thinking about legal issues. You enrich it to 235, is that it? Do you do that just by like dousing it in Waitrose finest organic milk or something? Really enrichens it. Gives the flavour good. What's going on over here? Who's this? Jewelry lady. Can we meet the perfume lady again? Hello.
I don't think so.
Moi. Did the client from last time had no further trouble? Yes, sure. I'm here to ask you some questions. Has a merchant called Crossel put you in contact with a jewelsmith? Yes, he's a merchant from Snizia. He came with something called Smaragdus Jadeite. The design was cool, so he took me some work to find someone who's up to the job. He found an old jewelsmith who made them exactly with his specs. The order was on hold for a long time and completed recently, which is why I remember it well. No evidence here. Merchant from Sneezeland, exactly. I'm a bit of a merchant from Sneezeland sometimes. Selling my wares. When he commissioned to find a jewelsmith, did he assert that the material was called jadeite? Yeah, they were made of expensive materials and asking price was high, so he put this transaction on record with the civil affairs. He wasn't familiar with the procedures, so I filed on his behalf. I kept a copy for my own records. God, it's so legal, isn't it? They love their contracts here. Inlaid gemstone is Smaragdus Jadeite. It has the official seal on it. Thanks. Can I borrow this? Sure, it's not doing much here. Have you in any trouble? No. Daijoubu? Everyone's to assume something's in trouble. Yeah, it's the nature, isn't it? Almost done. We need to make one last trip. Let's go to the pharmacy. Bugger. The widow with the snake. Why do you want to talk to him? Yo, is that where Kikui is?
Yeah.
Yo. She's still there?
No.
Oh, bugger. Oh, the
She
gas.
might be in this quest, but she isn't usually.
I miss Kiki.
Chi-Chi.
Chi-Chi?
Yeah.
Isn't Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball?
Maybe, but also here.
Kilo says, hello, Tomu.
Hi, Kilo.
The gas centrifuge process uses a large number of rotating cylinders in parallel and series formations. Each cylinder's rotation creates a strong centripetal force, so the heavier gas molecules containing 238 move tangentially outside of the cylinder, and the lighter gas molecules enriched in 238 uranium collect closer to the center. It requires a lot less energy to achieve the same separation with older gaseous diffusion processes, which has been largely replaced, so is the current method. Oh, I see. Just shit spinning, right? Shit spinning and going whack. Making the big boom boom. Something like that. Enough thinking for today. That's right. Sorry, hello, Five Hook. By the way. Aloha. Fine avant. The spinny thing makes the big boom boom. Exactly. He spin to explode. Exactly. Where am I going?
Where are you going?
Oh no, I was just climbing, you know? I like climbing. Yo, can you cut these things?
Yeah.
Yo, do they actually fall down though?
No.
What's even the point? Moi.
You can only get 3 pieces of wood from one tree.
Fair dudes.
Or bamboo.
Oh, fine avant, Five Hook. Or should I say, finer weekend? Probably.
Winterpeen.
Yo, finer winterpeen. Ah, finer winterpeen, I'd like you to say.
Ah, final winter.
Because the shop's Albert Heijn, so in all caps, everything with their supermarket name on it is just ah in all caps.
Oh.
Ah. Herbalist girl. Herbalist GUI. Yo, graphical user interface. How's it going, my man? Oh, let me look at your prescription, mate. I want to buy some herbs. Do you have a prescription? No. Owned. Oh, they just sell lotus heads. Didn't I need those for something at some point? Like some quest.
Yeah.
I need that. I want his bird soup, but I'm not allowed to. Wait, why wasn't I allowed to buy his bird soup?
You already bought it.
Oh, right, it's sold out. He only has 1 copy. What a fool. Should have more than 1 copy of your stuff.
It's
Prescription.
a recipe.
A fool. He likes.
You've learned the recipe. You don't need it.
God, I want to just know about this pharmacy, you know, quickly. Hang on, let's talk to Snake Boy. Are you sure he's
never getting to Inazuma.
You sure he's Dendro?
Yeah. He's got a snake around his head.
You sure it's not ice?
Yeah.
What typing is sucrose?
You can see his vision on his belt. It's green.
What type is sucrose?
Anime.
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 Is that air?
Yeah.
He's not air.
No, and they have a different crystal.
No. Oh, that
His
snake's
crystal is
cute.
like a lime green on his belt.
Yeah.
And that's his vision, and that's Dendro.
Do you know about
That's
Jadeite?
how I know it's Dendro.
Oh, fair. Yeah, he's got snake eyes as well. He's the 6th commentary. Yeah, this guy's cool. He's got that cool, like, chopstick hair thing.
Yeah, he's like a cool teacher.
Yeah, he's got that sensei look.
Yeah, all the girls would have a crush on him.
Definitely,
I'll tell
definitely.
you that much.
Paimon's just thinking I could eat that snake. The snake's thinking I could eat that Paimon. Hey, Beck. Emergency rations. If someone without a vision fails and is contracted for a while, you'll fall ill. Let's come away to a chit chat. Given the specific nature of your question, you're about to ask me for an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smugdius Jadeite. Yes, I would like that, please. Yeah, sure, it's just a single document. It won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you're not the only one who's developed a curiosity. A merchant came about this not long ago. After giving my reply, his expression shifted to a remarkable disappointment. Is your pressing business related to this? Don't concern yourself about that. Well, that's a pretty good piece of advice, isn't it? Man was disappointed. By the way, I didn't realize Teapot was going to be a bloody, like, quest. I thought it was going to be like, the granny was going to be like, oh, get in my teapot. Ooh, and I was going to be like, yo, put some walls up and make a little house.
But then I did it, and then you should do it.
Yeah, it's a Yanfei quest, huh?
Yeah, that's the only reason.
Could
I
put,
was like, you should do it. Because Yanfei's cool, and I like Yanfei.
look, we can RP. Look at this. Hang on. Which one's Yanfei? She's got the funny hat. She's tiny! Why has she got, like, the teenager outfit? I thought she was massive.
No, she's
Fucking tiny. She has a legal book power. Oh, she's a thing.
Yeah. And she's got
Mage.
like her, so you do like 3 attacks and then you do a hold down attack and it drops the anvil. And you do that and it will power it up after you get 3 charges.
She's kind of
When you're
cute.
hitting stuff, you build up charges obviously when you hit stuff.
Nice.
But yeah, she's really quite fun to play. And she's really
Cool. I like her little fireball.
yeah. She should replace Amber.
No, absolutely not. You're gonna make me not play her now, by the way. Double Fire's fine, though. If you finish your investigation, I trust you'll be in a position to assess the compensation due. Didn't she specifically say she's not an adventurer or anything, and she doesn't do these trivial things, and she's like running around the city with fireballs and shit?
You were the one with the fireballs.
No, it was Yanfei. My investigation is concluded. I can provide a final figure for the amount payable. Wonderful. Could you please do the honors then? Of course. According to the stipulation, Crosso, you need to pay Miss Xingshao 10 times the original transaction price in Mora. Hey, sure. We pay her? What the heck? According to my investigation and the material evidence we've gathered, a substance claimed to be jadeite is inlaid. Was Smagdarus nephrite. Now the contract says very clearly that 10 times will be paid should it not be genuine. You are liable for this. Yo. What material evidence? You cannot frame me like this. She's done all her homework. Spent a huge sum to obtain it. And you claim the ore inlaid is fake? I want the evidence. Sure. We want a testimony. Please produce the evidence in question. I have it, do I? Processing record with stone samples and something signed. If the boss can differentiate, how does this prove anything? It's the outer layer of jadeite, so I had him cut away the nephrite and he returned the valuable jadeite to me and some nephrite remains in the store. What am I missing exactly? That's an unsubstantiated belief. You claim it's fake is just as unsubstantiated, blah 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 blah. Talk about evidence. A first piece of evidence doesn't convince him. What do we do next? Something legally binding. Show him the thing. I mean, it's going to be the pharmacy, but I want to go through all the options. Documents prove they're the real deal. It's the seal. Shows that ore inlaid is official. Oh no, that didn't work either. Might be right. Maybe the hairpins are the real deal. Of course, all evidence supports my story. Yo, it's zooming in too much on this 10 pixel face. Hang on. Do the honors. The decisive proof. Let's show the Dade mystery stuff again. He means the one from the pharmacy. Now, how about the Ming Xing one? No? How about this one? She's spinning. She's like, holy shit, this lady is silly. Korewa. Jadeite will bring disaster to the mortals who touch it. Sustained contact over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, or change of personality and become ill. Kurosaru-san? Were you aware of these? God, she's smug. Look at that
She's smug.
smug.
I love Yanfei's smug.
She's so good. You didn't know. You rented out a dangerous item. Is that why he's being all cheeky? Oh, look at evil Paimon, yo! So sassy. Extremely evil look. Is that why he's being cheeky? Is he not normally like this, you reckon? He's been eviled by the Jadeite. They'll be lenient considering that you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, I'll make sure the evidence presented here will be handed over to the ministry. Okay, look at evil Paimon. Look at it. Look over there. Like over there. Just like fucking ready to like eat something. I trust you with your full cooperation for the investigation. He knew. Oh, you knew? But if you knew about the dangerous properties beforehand, why would you? God, she's so smug. There's a very small smug Paimon in the corner as well. Just floating around. Hey. No, they aren't actually. They aren't inlaid with genuine whatever. Is that what you were about to say? Wasn't she saying that you shouldn't like interject? Because he would have just given away the evidence. What the heck? This means you'll have to pay her 10 times the original price. We need this Paimon as an emote. Quick, give me 250 subscribers so I get another emote badge.
Okay.
Don't. don't do that.
That's right from the wallet.
No.
Okay.
No. Alright, sure. Don't do this. Watashi wa. Yanfei is intimidating. Legal consultancy. I admit it, I confess. It was nephrite. I'm a victim too. I invested a lot of time and money into getting a small amount of it in the hopes of turning it into some jewelry for a fine price. How much money is that? Too much. Well, not enough. I would recommend instead getting 250 of your friends to watch the stream every day. Receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel discomfort. I couldn't sleep or eat, I was in a state of agitation. I went to the pharmacy to get myself checked out to find out the stone couldn't be worn as jewelry. I'd allow that money go to waste. So another pair of headbands made from nephrite, which is indistinguishable almost. Kept the real one in a special box, I don't want to touch it again. Tried someone would see through it, which is why I wanted to rent them or not sell them. She lost the hairpins anyway. Why did you charge such an extortionate price? Yeah, right, you just make knockoff ones. I didn't want to, but when I purchased it, some of my partners found out. I knew they'd be watching me closely to see how much I made off of it. The word got out that you sold fake hairpins. The days in business would be over. Alright. This has nothing to do with your transaction with my client. You need to pay her 10 times the original price and more, and that is final. Look at him going down on the floor. Looks like he could faint any second. Donate that money so you don't give Twitch 700 euros for free. Perhaps? No. 20% of that sum will go to me. 20%? She did take 20% of the bloody final cut, huh? It's fine, you don't have to pay me that much more. Even if this Jadeite was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. I want compensation for that. Yo. However, since you have no use for that chunk of Jadeite, can you give that to me instead? I'll consider as even. Alright then, the rocks brought you enough grief as is. I'll turn this over to you. Will that suffice as remuneration? Yo, what's a bird? Wait, wrong one. Here you go.
Ye-wall here.
Evil, yeah. Thanks for the 41 months, brother. How you doing? How you doing? That's how the rules go. And not quite how the rules go, but whatever, it'll do. Thank you for your help. When you have the time, I'll visit and express my thanks. That's cool. You have come to an understanding, yeah. Good. No further claims against you. Alright then, that's good. I want to talk business for a second. I see from the hairpins that you're good in jewelry design. My family works in the ore business and we have a lot of fine ores. You want to join forces? Your jewelry designs and our ores, we could do some business. Oh, right. Would not want to hang out with this lady after nearly lost like 20 million or whatever. Now you've got the jadeite. All ends well. She didn't get her 20% pay, huh? I guess she just accepted the jadeite.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, yeah, you can give me the 20% still, and the jadeite. He did go on an emotional roller coaster, didn't he?
And all of his fingers.
He also got very, all his fingers for Paimon.
Yeah. Mhm.
Paimon looks like she eats human fingers, doesn't she?
Maybe.
Her own hands are so small, so she must compensate somehow by eating hands that are bigger than hers.
She gets jealous of big hands.
Yeah. Actually, eat hands when you got the rumblies. Oh my god, I'm not reading all of that, Yanfei, I'm sorry. You took part in that battle, didn't you? You must have heard what Granny said. I can read that line. I can see all the sediment from the bloody scotch in here. What is that? Just dust or what? Sugar?
Don't know.
Like this red label one, always, I don't know if you can see in the webcam. Probably not. Maybe. I'm gonna go say you probably can't see it. There's a bunch of like sawdust looking particles. It might be sugar. It's probably sugar, right? Did I ask you about this before, Kilo? You're the whiskey boy, right? Paimon can think of someone who'd disagree with your reasoning. Paimon, you stinky rascal. You did, yeah. Well, there you go. Shows you how often I have this. It's not very often at all. Still on tenterhooks. I wonder how much of that whiskey's just evaporated, and then the air in our house is just full of it. Because when I went to open this, well, I saw the lid was like slightly off, so I was like, it's probably a little bit that's come out. I didn't think I'd drunk that much of it, and the bottle was like a quarter or a third gone or something. Where the bloody hell is Madame Ping? Oh, she's over here.
Upstairs.
Is there an easier way to get up there?
I usually just like climb up on these, up the stairs on your left here, and then I jump up the wall. Madame Ping.
Cheers. Oh, this thing. That's what I did earlier.
Well, there's some stairs further on, so I don't usually climb the building.
That's fair. This is what I'm gonna fall. Never mind, Amber is extremely strong.
No. Amber should be cold.
What's that? What? Oh, like.
Yeah, like a deer.
What's this hand on the map? Am I losing my mind?
Oh, it's rare, like the rare regional ingredients. So Yanfei's passive lets you identify these things on the map, and it'll give you the location.
Yo. Wait, characters have passives?
Yeah. So Amber's passive is you can glide
Fly better. Ah.
Yeah.
That's not bad. We're friends for. I'm not friends with waifu though, apparently. I guess I am waifu. Finally. I am the waifu. Where does it say their passive?
Talents.
They're
They're passive.
a passive.
Uh,
Yeah, I know. I'm pretty sure I got into the habit of saying passive at some point and then I forgot. Why is there an aphid on my light? Get off of there. What does she do? Breastplate. When she's not in the thing, I don't know what she does. Wait,
actual passive
can't
is
you upgrade those
devotion.
actually?
You can upgrade the skills, yeah. The
Level up.
you can't upgrade passives.
Yo, I can upgrade her normal sharpshooter to do more damage.
Yeah.
Huh. Well. That's easy. You can upgrade the puppet as well?
Yeah, you can upgrade your damaging.
Why haven't
to
these been
ultimate
upgraded?
skill. You don't look at these things.
Yeah, I know. I need a bunch of these like connivers kunais. Devotion. When you're in a party but not in the field, this ability triggers when your health is below 30%. It makes a shield that makes them last for a while and absorbs damage. That's cool. My main character, yo. I'm just making her do more damage, huh? Oh. That's convenient, isn't it? Slitting Wind. I would not have called it that. You can have some kunais if you want, official. Alright, that was cool. Everyone except Traveler has a passive. Why does the Traveler not have a passive that's like your stamina recovers faster or something? She's a cooler Traveler.
She's dumb.
No, she's cute. Hello, Madame Ping. Was that a Fumo? Yes? Emma has a Fumo. Did you find the Jade? I bet she didn't even find the sand. She like legally wrestled it out of someone else. Having the materials we need. I'm gonna go now, I've got a lot of clients at the office. Go see your business. Or Bar-chan can do it now. Don't lose the business card I gave you. Been looking into the laws of other nations. If you bump into any trouble, let me know. Regulars get discounts. Yo. Are you leaving? She's trying to sell us stuff. Maybe you want to help me clean my teapot? God no, Grandma. Not again. Paimon's like, what the fuck? She knows... Why is she so rambunctious? What's this aphid doing? Get out of here.
Eat it.
Leeway has changed. I don't want to.
They're sweet.
Are they?
Well, because they produce, what is it, honeydew, don't they?
Oh yeah.
And that's, yeah, and
God,
it's like, no, 'cause it's sweet.
Honeydew come from such small animals, but those things are massive. Speak of this no more. Did the grandma used to like rule the world or something?
Yeah.
I knew it. Paimon's excited. How's it made? And how long? It's a single teapot. It won't take too long. Yo, it's floating and shit. Serenity! I didn't realize until now it was called the Serenity pot.
Yeah.
I thought it was called the Serenity or something. Like something weird ass thing. Hold it firmly. Don't drop it. You'll crack your skull. It's like that Futurama episode with the box, where the universe isn't in a box.
Yeah.
Pick the blueprints with you. So if you shake it, you have like a little earthquake in there. Pick some blueprints. How are we supposed to use this teapot? Can't be Paimon's just gonna go in the teapot and you rub the pot 3 times and Paimon comes out and gives you 3 wishes. Then eats your toes. I've arranged for a little helper to wait. It better be Kiki.
Why would you lock her in a teapot?
It seems like the thing a grandma would do. Oh, you carry it on you? You don't have to talk... Or do you have to talk to the grandma for it?
No, you carry it on you, so you go to your bag, your inventory, and then go to your key items or whatever. So you need to go...
There's a whole new realm in it. Destroy. Can you actually destroy it?
No.
Oh, you just equip it? Oh, it's just there, huh? Just sort of...
And then you enter it.
I don't want...
the teapot when I'm...
Sorry, I accidentally talked to Jizhong.
Oh, don't talk to Jizhong.
Shake it real hard. Yeah, you can have any layout you want. Preview this. Yo, that's pretty.
I would
Yo.
not recommend floating abode.
Why not? It looks cool.
It's not that cool.
It looks so cool in the picture.
It's a long way to run around.
Oh, is it? Cool
I mean,
iron.
they've added teleports in now that you can craft, but...
Emerald Peak. I don't know, it looks cool. Is it like that colour?
So the floating abode is always that,
Oh, right.
whereas the other ones have day and night cycles.
Now we're gonna go to the floating... Oh my god, I'm having my soul taken out of me. I hope no one notices this floating teapot and does literally anything to it, huh? Hello, Mima Halo. Yo, it's so pretty! Teapot is bigger inside than Madame Pink. Great big house in the middle, but there was nothing around it. Get chiseling, Paimon, you could carve us a whole house out of this rock. Go dig a burrow to live in for now. Why are we so rude to Paimon?
He deserves it.
Go live in a burrow, Paimon. It's a good house right there. Why does Paimon need to live in a hole in the ground? Because you're fit. So empty. What's that? This isn't Kikui.
Ichi.
Kichi. Can you make tea with it? Please do not. Oh, yo, he's nice, actually. We have a visitor. It's a huge finch. He's friendly. Oh, he has a voice. On a teapot spirit.
Oh, no, he's there.
Namaiwa. What is his name? Your name is Paimon. You can call me Tubby. You are Tubby. You're the little helper Ping mentioned. Ah, you mean Ping? Yeah, she summoned me here. She told me as much about you. Oh, I thought I misread that for a second. She told me about as much as you. It's like this had no idea why they're locked in this teapot. They used to just live in their home, and suddenly locked in a teapot by this evil grandmother. You want a comfortable place to sleep each night. You're a teapot spirit. Yes, but they don't have the time for some maintenance teapot spirits. You're a butler. How many blueprints for things? You can refashion this realm however you please. Blueprints. There's some blueprints. Yo, yes, some blueprints. Yo, yep, blueprints. They're cool. My B button's starting to break. It's actually like it's not tapping. I'm pretty sure you're meant to be able to skip this stuff, right? Subspace creations. Who's golden-eyed? Don't know where he's gone. Okay. Look for Tubby in the teapot. Okay. I'll work it out. Chat will tell me how to do it.
Tell him, chat.
Oh! I just wanted to know what would happen. Yeah, this is so pretty. Travelers, ensure our terms of service. Please be nice and don't be racist.
Don't draw a penis either.
Yeah, I know. I've heard about that.
Banned.
Wish I knew that in advance.
Yeah, they get auto detect get banned.
I hope I don't accidentally make a penis then. Oh my god. Oh, you can change like the style and shit. Hang on, is this gonna be like playing The Sims but on like console?
Yeah.
Oh wait, it's not the B button. Is it not the B button? What button is it? What do you want me to do? Animal. I want... Yeah, hey Rathalos.
You don't have any.
Oh.
You gotta get them.
Oh, is this where your things you already have go?
Yeah.
Oh, fair.
Replacement.
Hello. You're gonna ask
You
me
need
to help with something.
Speak to
What's
Tully.
up? I'm going to give you a gift. These are private spaces. How you doing, Rath? The realm, special energy, take it. What do I do next? Don't worry, you just need to hold. You know, you just gotta quest. Just gotta talk to Tubby. What's my trust rank? What is this? What's trust rank? Max realm currency stored to 300. Okay.
You can claim those rewards.
Now the teapot spirit likes me. What?
And then you've also got currency to hit X on.
Okay.
So the higher score that you have, the more currency that you'll accumulate. You didn't hit X to get your currency.
Yeah, I got it now.
And then the currency you can buy blueprints with and like animals and stuff from the weekend shop.
I
So I
see.
think today's a Friday, so if you look at your map, there should be a weekend.
Creatures
know.
of the realm. Is that this stuff? Creatures are plants, I guess.
No, there's a different vendor. There's a weekend man that visits.
Oh, like Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Switch realm style. Oh, you can just swap it around.
Yeah, but you can't. 'Cause you need to get your rank up.
Create furnishing. Have you seen your art of Benny? I don't know if I have. Did you put it in Discord? Is one of my people like a builder? Bet
It doesn't
Diana
matter
can do a
which-
builder.
At this point in time, it doesn't matter which makes anything. They have no bonus.
I can't make anything. I have 2 schematics. And I don't have any blood or whatever.
You have a bunch of blueprints in your inventory that you were given by Madame Ping.
Oh, do you have to use them individually?
Yeah, you have to use them in your inventory.
Okay. You can have doggos and catos. Dope. I don't know what I'm pressing. Okay, I pressed a lot of things.
Yeah, then now talk to Tubby.
What's this like thing by here? I just put like a trap down. Why do I have a trap? What sort of trap is this? Does Paimon go in it? Oh, here he is. Let me have a look.
No, it's from the Razor Quest. Like, you don't use it anymore.
Yo! Oh, fair. Is this the sock goblin, Wrath? Why is he's got a safety clip in his ear? Sorting hat. Brilliant work. Were you there for Wrath talking about how they wanted to get into D&D, so they designed a sock goblin? Came up with a bunch of lore. I can't believe my chat's all D&D players. Whoops, I just used all of my super rare hunting traps. Can't wait for those to be valuable in the future. It is dope. Based dope. Super lit. Can I put some sweet flower seeds on the floor?
Well, you'd need something from the riches of the realm to plant them.
Okay. Oh my god, there's so much BS. So wait, all these people on the subreddit building massive houses just had a shit ton of time on their hands.
Not really. You don't have. It doesn't take too long.
Alright.
So you don't play daily, so you know it'll take you eternity.
I was able to buy one thing.
Yeah, because you had 100 money.
Why do people have more than 100?
Because they get more score.
Yo, I can leave people around.
And you log in every day and you collect it.
Place.
It builds up passively.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it builds up over time, but you log in each day.
Placing Diana there. Next to.
So yeah, placing your companions. You can place 8. I think 8 companions. I don't know. But you want to place as many companions as you can because they're worth a lot of score.
Oh, it's you. All clean. No scent of alcohol on you.
Just place all the companions that you've got down that you want to have.
Oh.
It'll also improve friendship with them.
Yo, can you put your characters there or can you not use them if you do that?
You can put your characters there if you want.
How do you like it here? Adequate. Just adequate. The grass here isn't as soft as the place I normally take my nap. There aren't butterflies here as the meadow. And I can't hunt out here. Oh, can you make stuff for the people? There's no alcohol in the air. She's got a cat's tongue or something. Keep it the way it is. Fair. Alright, I'm putting bloody Amber on the floor. Maximum number of companions invited, never mind. You can invite one, Tommy.
Well then I assume that you can invite more at the higher rank, because I'm rank 10.
Well.
You can invite 8.
That's fine.
High rank.
Well, that was interesting. Is there anything you can do in the house? Like, have a little look around, maybe?
Go in it if you want.
Oh, the door's a loading zone. You gave him the last minute to give him a paperclip earring. Fair dues. Yo. You can slam open the doors. Do you only get to do this once?
What?
Oh, no, they shut behind you. I thought they might only open once. You know in games when you like you do things once and you're like, yo. And then you restart the game and you're like, yo, I forgot these doors were shut the first time you come through. So I've just been given a big empty house with nothing in it.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather fucking hike out and sit in the beautiful landscape and...
Why?
Right? What if there's
It's
no
really
bed or
easy
anything
to get
here?
furniture, because you've been given 10 vials that make the creating furniture instant.
Alright.
So you can make 10 furniture items instantly.
No, I mean, as like the character. Like, this is an empty house with nothing in it. Wouldn't you rather sit in the cool
house,
trees
I
and
would
shit?
not be outside.
You just want to be on the floor, like the wooden floor, not on like a cool campfire.
Like a jumper down and have it as a pillow.
I don't know, that sounds pretty like...
If you've got enough to make a campfire, I'd rather camp indoors.
You want to get smoke in this house?
No, you don't need to put a fire down.
Campfire is the
'Cause you're
fire bit.
indoors. You don't need a campfire.
I think I need a campfire.
Because you're indoors.
Ah, you thought of a new thing. Colour of his eyes and stitching. A change according to his mood and what magic he's using. Yeah. How do I get out of here?
Yeah, use your map.
You just teleport out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that yellow teapot on your map there is the one with animals. So you can see.
I see. Oh, I was doing a quest. I'm in co-op mode.
Because you're in the teapot.
Is this
You need to teleport out, so
Okay.
just go to monster.
Okay. You have left the teapot and will return to your home world. Was that not my home world?
No.
I don't live there.
There's a teapot, woman.
Oh, I'm English.
No, you're not.
you
Now you
mean?
can see where the location that you need to go is.
Oh, it's Monster.
Yeah.
Hello. Lore ad time. This is not what Catherine sounds like. I think this woman has not done this voice in a while. Yeah, your adventure is going well. I'm looking for new allies. Ah, apart from your own skills, teammates are also indispensable. More people is nice, but recruiting dependable people is no easy matter. It's hard to get a guide as good as Paimon. It's a smug Paimon. Yo, look at Luke, like bloody main character. It's like annoyed at Paimon. It's a strong back forward we've got here. Woolen, last year you said you were 22, now you're saying you're 23, get your facts straight. I've never been 22. What are you talking about? I've always been 23. Hey Turbo Burner, last year you said you were finishing the Sims video, and then you told me not to push it because you wanted to change something. What happened? Glad you're enjoying drawing again, Ath. Imagine getting annoyed at Paimon. Yeah, imagine not getting annoyed at Paimon. Blonde dress is funny. I feel like I've heard this one before. Ah, wait. Chotomate. Could it be? Does he look like hers? Paimon point. New emote, Paimon point. Like the Honor Knights? No, they couldn't look more different. They're a very tall man with an eye patch. Let's just yeah, because they've got an eye patch. A Sims video. Oi oi. Eye patches don't think they're related, you know. Oh, that was us saying that. The stranger declined the invitation, so I can't say anything about the relationship between him and Mr. Kaya. Look for him if you're interested. He might accept your whatever. It's not common for adventurers to know what to be. Alright, if he's rejected the guild, please don't talk down on yourself. You are the honorary knights of Faminus. Your deeds are the stuff for ballads, you know. Alright, about that stranger. Ask Mr. Lawrence, he's at the city gate. Good luck. Cool. Do you already have a thumbnail? No, of course not. What if you changed the entire video? What would the thumbnail be from? Huh? It's nice to have another side hobby. Yeah. Are you doing a poetry now as well? Help pump the brakes. Ahoy. Is it this guy? Yo, Lawrence. You turned it in a 2012 MLG montage. Nice. Looking for a stranger with an eye patch. A blonde stranger. He was a little sus. I don't know where he went. We need an outrider to pursue him by air. Jean's here, so there's nothing to fear from him. But if it's up to Jean, she'd take this more seriously. True. He was at the smithy for a while before calling in here. He might have said something to Wagner. Maybe he knows something about it. Yo, if you spam the X button there, it's actually faster than spamming the B button. Any speedrunners want to watch? Oh, it's the other guy. Ahoy. Anything the knights can do for you? About Storm Terror, it's over. No, I didn't really want to know about Storm Terror, I was just kidding.
Why are you talking to this man?
Oh, it's only someone cut talk. Who are you? I thought it said, oh, this guy's called Swan. What do I do in here? ... Sorry, I don't know anything about that in the handbook. I don't like this guy. He's a cheeky little twat. Oh, is he like above him or something?
He's on the other side. He's the go to the smithy.
Ah.
Ask Wagner, not Swan.
Yo, Baron Bunny. You need something. You showed up a few days ago looking for forging materials. Don't know anything about the materials. Looks like weapons. He's in the Angel's Share. That's the only place to go, huh? Deluc probably has his eye on him too, then. Random English words. Let's go to the Angel's Share. They really crank up the depth of field when you're in a cutscene, huh? They
do.
It looks kind of cool. I guess it's because I'm not in control of it, because when I put depth of field on normally, I kind of hate it. In cutscenes, it looks pretty cool. Look, I can have Yanfei out if Cake wants to see. Oh, I think my controller disconnected for a second there. Alright. No, not. Oh, did they move the recruitment guide out of the way? Oh no, missing person sign, it's still here.
Yeah.
They're never going to move that, eh?
No.
They just think it's funny.
Yeah.
Fair.
I reckon they know exactly what they're doing with that, because in all of
People
these types of
talk
games,
about
like
it.
MMOs, they always put something really annoying next to something and slows down everything. Even though it only, it slows it down by, what, 5 seconds. It adds up, and they send you back to the same place 100 times. Why are you saying
She I thought she stuck her tongue out. She does.
She does.
Yeah. Grape cider or apple cider? Another day, another lack of alcoholic options. Finally. Traveler's got it. Hey Charles. I'm 8,000 years old. Can I please have a Guinness? Comes sit every night just to drink, doesn't order anything else. Whoa. He mixes his own drinks after he orders them. He's pretty strange, quite the connoisseur. Well, imagine going to a bar and making your own mixes. Quite the connoisseur. Look, huh? If you're looking for him, he ordered some new wine in advance yesterday, so he should be here today. Many patrons on the first floor, so go to the second. But this place only has 2 floors. Man, they didn't localize that right, did they? This is the first floor. Ah, sit and buy a seat. I like the bar in this game. I have no idea who this is. The wine you want is here. Yo, look, Paimon just not being conspicuous at all. Being very conspicuous even. Just watching, kind of creepily. Yo, Borough Disaster. Go to the first floor and find the stranger. This guy looks fucking strange.
You look strange.
Thank you. Hello, I'm an adventurer with the Adventurers Guild. Hello, I'm with the guild. How do you do? I'm an honorary knight of Favonus. Doesn't want to pay us any mind. I'm a traveller. Ah, traveller, where are you travelling? I'm looking for my lost relative. Oh my god, he's a wrestler. Oh my god, this man voices like... He voices like L or something, right? He voices like fucking Deadpool's son.
He's a fairly new voice actor.
He does like the deep voice of like a bad guy who's like, I did really bad things, but my intentions were fairly realistic, honestly.
Yeah, he's in the 7 Deadly Sins as one of those bad guys that did terrible things and ends up going, ah, yeah, but I'd rather be good.
Oh, fair.
So you are right.
How new is
Right-
7
right on
Deadly
the money.
Sins? Because I thought it was quite old, like the original one. It's like season 2 now or something. Emergency food!
Season 4 or 5?
Tom, I got a chance to call Paimon emergency food.
You did.
Yo!
But yeah, 7 Deadly Sins is really good.
Cool. Ba 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 ba. My name is Dainsleeve. Have some business with me. How young is this voice actor? He sounds like he's 70. He smokes 20 packs a day.
He's like 30 or something, but he's fairly new.
He's got such a
He
deep
doesn't have that many
voice.
things on mouth.
Such a cold. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this. What makes you wonder what he did before this? Like, was he a businessman for 10 years or something? Is that why he sounds like this? He did like an ordinary business job in Japan.
Maybe. He's
Oh,
also
advance
plays
payment.
like the Yakuza house husband thing on Netflix.
He's such a bloody Yakuza guy. 500 more and 3 questions. It's a one-time fee. That's it? Yes. It's probably the price of like a beer, right? To actually lose 500 more for that. Here's my questions. I want you to answer them. Do they need to be correct? It says nothing about right and wrong, only the differences in attitude. Oh god, the camera's zooming in on his face. He's got a great voice. Like, he sounds a bit like plastic that's been turned inside out. You know what I mean? Question 1. The crisis resolved by an alliance with you and that Anemo Archon called Venti. What was the key to that? How do you know about Venti? I know everything. Got such cool eyes, actually.
Yes.
Answer the question. It was me. Is that your answer? Number 2. Rex Lapis uses his gnosis to lay down a contract to end all contracts, of which the stipulations are unknown. Who do you think will defend them in the future? Me? Oh, that's not an option. I think everyone will do it. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Paimon is fucking reaching in for this beer. You see her like going like doing the thing where you like whoosh around the top of the glass. The world is people who gained visions and those who did not. Who are more important? No one's important. That's right. I see. You are similar to him. Oh, yo, Lucy, thank you for the raid. Hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. How was Strim? How was Strim? Hello, Mittens and Hersmet. Total Man. Food Eater. Hello, Carls. Gork, Gork. Excuse me? Sorry about your chat, you told them not to spam this. What is Sloppy Toppy? Can I ask? Is that official? Stream was good, thank you. What were you playing? You want to find your sibling, you must oppose the abyss. Ah, I killed some mages, didn't I? Ah, those creatures are fangs and claws. It's a stream meme. Yeah. That was from when you were playing Minecraft. Sloppy Toppy. Gork, Gork. Streamer doesn't know what a Sloppy Toppy is. It sounds inappropriate. Excuse me. Hello, Nintendo. The entire company. Well, good to hear you enjoyed yourself. That's right. We've been fighting against the Fatui Lie, who are humans. We haven't seen the non-human Abyss Order at all. There's some reason behind that. They might have been under orders to avoid you. Ah, dangerous. They won't defeat me. That's right. We are super duper strong. You can pick up Paimon and swing her around like a mace. It's just like him. She's met my brother. Is Genshin Impact worth it? Yeah. It's good. If you lost interest at the beginning, maybe not. Sounds like you've tried it. There's 100 games you can play. Don't play something you're not enjoying, but I think it's really good. It's full of adventure, and good music, and it's pretty, and it's free.
And there's a shiny treasure chest around every corner that distracts you.
Distraction. Sweets everywhere. Highly inappropriate. Excuse me? Entire company. Man, Nintendo, I really liked Smash Brawl. If you could just, like, make that again, I would be pretty appreciative. Go to the Temple of the Falcon. I'll do that. Yo, got some fresh wool hee-hees right out of the bakery today. Nice, nice, nice. What were you streaming? Sorry, I don't know if I missed that. Were you playing Minecraft? Or was the meme was from Minecraft? Or have you gone to sleep now? Because it's 11 o'clock here. Where is this bloody temple? Just out here. You have a satisfying voice. It's because I'm tired and it's a Friday. I've just finished a week of work. Thank you, though. The meme was from a stream of Minecraft. Yeah. You were celebrating 1K and watching old clips. Oh, that's always fun. Yo. Cute. Who played Minecraft? Nice, nice, nice. Are you just playing vanilla? A chat member before was saying they were playing a big mod pack called like 1.12.2 or something. Bed Wars. Bit Bed Wars. Is Bed Wars like Spleef where you like blow up beds next to each other or something? And Hypixel. Oh, cool. Falcon of the West. It soars in the wind and it does naught but hover under the light of the gods. Yeah, what are you talking about, mate? Hunger Games but with respawning. Oh, cool. Do you do, are you doing Minecraft with your chat? And the Sloppy Toppy crew? Hang on, I'm not taking Yanfei with me in here. You get a respawn point, which is the bed. You're in islands in the sky. Oh, right. I was imagining that it's like in the nether, and it's like snow or something, and you just pop down beds and try and blow each other up or something. What am I
We've
doing?
not done this one.
I don't know what this
you
is.
Do the level 46 one with the quest icon on.
Oh, really? Normally, yeah. Cool, cool. I am going to use official. What do I need to do? I just need to do the level 40 something you said.
Yeah, the one with the quest icon on it.
Oh, that's that little icon there. No cryo in party. Well, looks like it's gonna stay that way. Hang on, how do I bloody... Here we go. You let the sloppy toppy crew join the games. Fair, fair, fair. You not take a break from them sometimes and just, like, distance yourself as far as you can from Twitch chat. Yo, where are we? They don't force you to have cryo to make your space forwards, do they? Oh no. Open a door. Good night, food eater. Have a nice sleep. Sometimes, but they get upset. They do as well, don't they? They need their precious time with streamer. It's important. It's important for their health. Make sure you give your Twitch chat plenty of love and head pats, and also plenty of time away from you. Otherwise, they get too attached. I'm like, oh man, you're playing Divinity again? Boring, rubbish. Talking from experience. Experience. Excuse me, sir. Oh, this is probably why they wanted you to bring cryo, right?
Why?
There's a lot of fire boys, I'll be honest. Fire and ice, you know, that's a classic. Little combo.
Yeah, I don't think the ice is for this.
Oh, is it not?
I'm not quite happy. Yeah, no. This
There's
is
something
normal
else.
enemies.
Oh, there's an ice creature in there. You get head pads. No, you don't. You get a free Woolpee he. If any of my paying live stream viewers wants to post a quick Woolpee he, that would be appreciated. A quick swift Woolpee he. There you go. Thanks, new pros. You can't Woolpee he, Tommy.
I do it.
Well, you tried at least. You got a plain pee he right there. That's
I
cute.
did both.
You got your own emotes, young cherub. Bye. Bye-bye. There we go. Oh god, there's so many bloody foes in this room and they're all dancing. They're dancing.
Yeah.
There you go. You've got 2 varieties of pee to fit every sort of mood. You do, yeah. Is there an origin story of the slightly belly up fish there? Oh god. Excuse me, sir. Could you stop? Kindly chill.
You might want to break that water rock next to the one with the shield.
Water, this thing.
Got broken, but not by you. The hilly shell actually helps you out. No,
Ah.
you've already it's already fine. It's
God.
already okay.
I'm superb, aren't I?
You really, you know,
Extremely good.
awareness, 120%.
I returned to my original statement. It's a Friday.
Uh-huh. So what about every other day?
Every
Huh?
other day, it's still a Friday in my head.
Is it okay? Okay.
Legally, it's always a Friday. The fish is from the dark past of your streams. It sits there, does it? A reminder of the good old times. Big fish streams.
Last night, after you left, and me and Kate
5
were playing
minutes.
Monster Hunter,
Thank
he was
you.
like, is Woolen any good at this game? And I was like, yeah, he is. And
Yeah,
he was like,
alright.
I just don't understand. Like, every time you play any other game with Woolen, but then like from the fact that we played TF2 with you, and you were good at TF2, and he just doesn't understand why, you know, you are the way you are in every other game.
Just
He was very
chilling.
confused.
I'm just chilling. I'm beyond the point in my life where I feel like I have to prove something every video game I play.
No, but you don't need to prove anything. You like to look at stuff.
I don't want to
Pay
look at stuff.
attention.
I want to mindlessly poo around like a casual. It's fun. I'm here to chill, you know? I work all day.
Even casual survives.
I don't know. I just find it fun to piss around. Hipster gamer. Did he just say... Is he saying supercalifragilistic?
Expialidocious?
He did. He just said it.
He didn't.
He did. He literally did. He said it in his little abyss mage voice. Swear it. I swear. I swear. You heard that right, Twitch.tv chat. You said supercalifragilistic. Look, this is just like Monster Hunter, isn't it?
It is, but actually.
Like when you do that little ledge hop. Excuse me, sir. Why does Fischl take so long to charge? Alright, I'm just gonna smack her with Noel then. He's got
It's use your Amber ultimate.
He's a fire type, isn't he?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. He's not
Where
like
am
a
I?
shield gun. Like the fire damage just doesn't do any fire damage to him when his shield's up.
Oh, I guess so.
The red health bars are just a health bar.
Oh, really? Wait, they can take damage from their thing if they just don't have any shield up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I did not
Can't do
know
any
that.
damage to the shield with the element.
Oh, fair. I didn't know that, honestly. I thought fire was just immune to fire.
Yeah.
With slimes, that's the case, right?
Yeah, because they only have like their only.
That is
medicine,
them.
right?
Yeah. Dragon of the East was unable to resist corrosive powers. Archons. You know a lot about the Abyss Dane. That's kind of creepy. I do have some history. He's got a Paimon cape.
He does.
I want a Paimon cape.
Very
Let's
interesting.
go to Wolvendom.
His one doesn't move like Paimon's does.
Paimon's one's much cooler. Paimon's got the expensive one.
Yeah.
Territory of the Old Wolf. Let's find the Abyss Herald there. God, he's got such a cool voice.
He does. I really love his voice.
He's new in this quest, is he? Is this new content now? Am I doing new content?
No.
This isn't new. This is not part of the like electric zone.
No. No.
Okay. Oh, good night, Lucy. Have a nice sleep. Good night, good night. Alright, go to Wolvenden then.
Yeah. Everyone's just waiting for them to release Dines as a character.
Yeah, he's got a sick bloody voice. Wait, hang on. Can I just teleport to the wolf? No, you teleport like here, don't you?
Teleport below to the TP below, and then you can climb the wall there, or you can go that way.
I went through the path, 'cause that's what we did last time. Can't believe Chris doesn't have a weekend this week. Already off to bed. Moi. Imagine not having a weekend, Tommy.
I can't.
Gosh, she looks
I have
very
an ult.
grumpy. You have an ult.
All I have is weekend.
Fair dues. Hello, Grumpstifer. Snoozestifer. Sneezestifer. Chachu. Exactly. Wait, this quest's a few months old. Is this one of the prerequisite quests to the electric area?
Yeah, I mean all of the main story quests are a prerequisite, I guess. But yes.
Wait, why couldn't I do these before? Was it because the
You
requirement
went,
was too
the
high?
adventure rank, yeah.
And they like lowered it so people could do the new area?
Yes, yeah.
Because I swear this stuff was like rank 40 or something, so I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Nice of them to make it easier for us plebeians. What's the quest right now, by the way? Go to Wolvenden. That's where I
No,
am.
you
Oh,
just deselected it.
fair. I don't know when I'm going to finish streaming today, but I'm quite warm. Slowly toasting and roasting. Hang on. Oh, he's up there, is he? This area is pretty as well, isn't it? We're here now. Dine. Oi. Hello. Well, this looks kind of freaky. What are you up to? Lighting a strange little fire. Great King of the North. Sharp fangs and claw, yet dwelling here only. You know him? No, neither does it know me. Just know about it because a previous companion of mine wanted to hear its story. Let's see if the Herald stopped here. Where do we go? Are you here because of the bonfires? Yes, you see it. That's an abyssal spell. They probably left other marks nearby. Let's have a look. Mad convenient, huh? Look for other clues related to the Abyss Order in the Wolvendom. Oh, it's got the cool music with like the violins.
Yeah.
I like the violin music. They picked some good orchestras for this stuff, didn't they? These boys. Let's beat him up first. Classic Paimon. These people there are having a good time. Let's beat him up quick. Quickly do a little murder. you lot want to be back in the fire, that'd be pretty cool. Excuse me, sir. I can't be that far from being able to upgrade my characters, right? Didn't I need like a single like leaf and some random rubbish?
You need to be AR 35.
No, but I think I... Was it just Fischl? Because Fischl's level 50 and the others are level 60. Is 60 the
Yeah.
max?
For now, until you're AR 35.
Okay, maybe I could level up the swords or something. I feel like I'm not doing a ton. Or is that just because I'm at the max for my current level, really? It's like the weird... weird leveling ability in this game.
Yeah, and it's the way you play the game. So you're only ever going to peak with as much damage as you're kind of doing anyway, because
Yeah, fair.
you don't use elements and you don't.
I just used elements. I used fire and electric and then smacked stuff with
you
the big
don't
sword.
use like you don't use like combination.
Yeah, I did.
Like
Fire and electric goes bap.
it does a little explosion, I suppose.
Yeah,
But,
that's cool, isn't it?
yeah, it's okay. But there's like other ways, and like you don't have the main DPS in your party, for instance.
Noelle is my DPS because she has a big sword, and big sword do big number, go bap bap bap.
Okay, but it does a very small number.
Look at this, that
For a
tree.
level 60.
Tree has no idea what it's doing. I think Noelle is cute.
That's fine, and that's fine. But like if you were saying, you feel like you're not doing much damage, it is because of you play like this. So.
And I enjoy it.
And that's fine, but that's the reason that your damage is small.
Can't believe this game wasn't made perfectly for me.
Yeah.
Please adjust the game you're making, developers. Yeah, look, I'm just at a sick 2000 on that guy's forehead. Consistently 2000. It used to be the elite number. I guess it's because I did that upgrade earlier.
Yeah.
I could say I always did 1773 or whatever. Oh, maybe not the elite number. It was a big number.
That's letter 3.
It's not elite. Do you reckon people know what elite is still? Like, they think people see
Yeah,
1337.
I reckon people know what elite speak is. There's probably still an option on Facebook, right, to change Facebook into elite speak.
Was that a thing?
Yeah.
Was it Minecraft that had pirate? No, Facebook also had pirate, because you could, like, instead of poke
Yeah,
people, you had
talk
shuttling.
Like a pirate day.
Yeah, shuttle people with your
Yeah.
cutlass. Is Facebook poking still a thing?
I'd imagine so, right?
I remember it being really annoying. People would
It's one
poke
of
you.
the easiest ways to get
People to click on it.
interaction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Button press. This person pressed a button for you.
It was always like a cool way to find out which girl had a crush, really,
Oh yeah?
because they'd always poke you, especially like out of the blue, and you're like, oh,
I got randomly poked by this lady. They left behind abyss mages with no deeper abyssal power. There was a herald who didn't want to make trouble. Let's go as well. He likes territorial natures. We have to give up. No, with one place we can go. Storm Terror. Yeah. Storm Terror bit was pretty cool, huh? Do people...
To their own.
Is there much reason to fight him over and over again?
Yeah, you do it for the weekly loot.
Oh. I think I've only fought him that first time.
Yeah, so I mean, you don't have to fight him now, like you've gone to a weird place.
He's pretty cool.
But yeah, like you get weekly loot, so you get talent upgrade material, and you get the crystals and.
Oh, hang on, isn't his lair a pain in the bloody ass to get out of? Oh, I'm just
There
killed.
is a teleport right next to Dainsleaf that you chose
really?
not to go to. Yeah.
Oh, you're right, yeah. Hello, questionable. Hello, hello. People used to poke each other with a stick. They still do.
Yeah.
Hey, that thing had loaded in as pink.
It did.
Weird. Yeah. Hello.
Back in my day, people clubbed each other
Yo, you used to go clubbing?
to steal their cave.
Doof, doof, doof. Heard about what happened during the crisis.
Tiger.
This used to be called Storm Terror's Lair. It's more lair than Storm Terror at this point. It held nothing to do with that dragon for a long time. Oh, the music here is so good, I forgot. The dragon of the east had yet to fall. Much less mist here. This area is cool.
The music there is like it's right to the place.
Yeah.
But I hate exploring around here because it's so bleak.
Yeah, it's
the
like
music and
sad,
everything,
right?
It's really bleak. Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, like it
The
fits.
actuators.
Like,
Ooh. How often do you come here?
well, I was completing the maps.
Oh, fair. See what the situation is.
I literally lost my mind in this play.
It's really cool. God, you're looking over at my shoulder, aren't you? And you're seeing all these candies that I haven't gone and touched.
Yeah, I've literally seen like 3.
Well, they're probably going to stay that way, I'm going to be honest.
Now it's 5.
I have no idea what you're looking at.
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, isn't it?
No idea. Is this how people put like 100,000 hours in this? They're like a single chest, and then they go there and like kill like 10 bokoblins.
Yeah, because there's primogens in the chest.
Yeah, and you could use that to unlock Yanfei's special ability, which she does 10% more damage if you tickle someone with the downside of your book.
Yeah.
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 You're saying this like it's a bad thing. 10% more damage is a lot.
Yo, 10% more damage for only a few hours of my limited lifespan? Let's go. That'll save me so many seconds.
You limit yourself. If you're a true gamer.
I'm not a true gamer.
No.
My microphone and controller. Do you see this controller?
Normie, casual.
I tied the end of it with tape to try and stop it from getting
your
buggered.
Okay, that's not what normies do though. They'll just go buy. They'll just go buy a new controller. You're just hype. That's why you haven't got one.
Yeah.
That works.
But it works right now, ish.
It doesn't.
It works enough. Yeah, but what am I doing? I'm playing Genshin Impact. Who cares if my controller disconnects? You know. I'm not playing like a COD final or something, right? I think people shouldn't be so quick to dispose of things that still somewhat work.
It's not working.
I'm strongly.
The B button wasn't working as
Oh,
well.
I don't need the B button that much. You know?
Yeah. It's only your attack, and you've got it as your confirm button. So it's probably the button you hit the most, and that's why it's broken.
I run counter to this this disposal culture we live in.
Sure, but you.
That's not true, by the way.
Working.
We produce an insane amount of rubbish in this household. Like, it's just an insane amount of rubbish. I don't know how we get all of it. Hello, Chris. What's wrong? You're happy. What's up? It's midnight. Oh, she's miming a big pile of rubbish. I thought you just ate like a bunch of sugar or something.
See a big pile of rubbish.
I can make lunch for tomorrow. Pokemon stream.
Times when you're listening to Chris.
Krista has disappeared. Oh, wait, don't put me in a bubble. Hey, it's the housing market. Can the main character be a DPS? She's got like a sword and stuff.
No. Main character is like worse than most 4 stars.
Wait, the DPSs in this game, just the men, like the really tall men.
No.
No?
Ka-ching.
My Ka-ching didn't do much damage though.
Yeah, but that's because it's you. So you gotta get artifacts as well.
Yeah, but I want to do other stuff with my day.
I know, but you gotta play the game.
That sounds to me like min-maxing though, if you've got
It's
to
not min-maxing.
have very particular
it's
items.
It's literally the point of the game.
Is it?
It's the game part of the game.
I put like 60 hours in without doing that so far. I say it's quite a lot of time.
Yes, and everything for you has taken an eternity.
And how much time would I have had to spend grinding?
I mean, most of like this fight, for example, took me about 20 seconds.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How long did it take you to
Because,
get
like, what I
the...
saw, I was like, there's a water enemy, I'll put an ice character on. And then I was like, I'll put an electric character on as well, because that'll work. And then everything died.
Is this Pokemon then?
Yeah,
it is
Pokemon. But you've got to like combine like 2 elements to defeat one, you know?
Ah. Oh, this guy tried to take me down with his last breath. Excuse me,
like,
sir.
Pokemon is just like one element's better than the other, whereas this is like an elemental reaction. combination.
There's a surprising amount of depth to this bloody combat in this game, isn't there?
There is.
For like a little mobile game, they put a lot more thought into it than I'd
And
expect, right?
Artifact grinding, like to increase your DPS on Kaching, wouldn't even take ages. I didn't even go for like best in slot because I don't min max because it's a waste of time. But I went and I got an artifact set that increased the thunder damage, the lightning damage by 20%, and suddenly my Kaching is doing 20% more damage.
I don't know. I'd just rather spend like another 8 seconds killing the enemy and then play a different game the next day.
Well, that's because you don't play the game.
I do. I played it twice this week.
Okay.
Oh! I like flipped upside down.
You played a daily gacha game twice in a week
Yeah, it's fun.
for 4 hours.
Yeah, it's a lot of time in a game.
You're a very old man now, Willen. You're not a gamer.
I've got like...
Gacha games aren't made, like gacha games are made to play every day.
I don't have every day though.
No, I know, but like I'm saying that's like the point. Like that's why I say you don't play the game, because people that play a gacha game play every day. Like that's a bare minimum.
You see, I'm not like a student though.
You don't need to be a student to play an arrow.
I know, an hour's a lot of time when you only get 4 hours when you get home.
You can.
In the end, we couldn't find the Abyss Herald. Bummer. Bummer!
There's a chest in this.
There's also some rocks right behind me.
Yeah, there's a chest in my front.
Come across one eventually. You're right, if it was a powerful monster, it would be best to go around it. How good would it be if all perils one encounters would be solved by going around them? You know a lot about journeying. Yes, I used to adventure with that travelling companion. She's talking about this person. Who are they? Where are they? He no longer travels. It's exhausting. Oh, Moi. Why are you alone? Such sad music as well for this man talking about his, friend. They have things unfinished. Moi. It's good to have a home to come back to. We camp out a lot when we travel. We just got a teapot. We should find a place to stay too. Is that not what the teapot is? Onstat's Fisherman Toast is yummy, but Leeway's one-min restaurant is great too.
The teapot came after this quest.
Oh really?
Yeah, that's how old this quest is.
Well, getting ahead of ourselves, I think. Home. We won't really late once your journey finishes its end. Is Paimon the most character by far in this game? Like the most voiced character?
Yeah, yeah.
Something's off on that cliff. Our character just like went like, whoa. Just stubbed their toe or something. Felt it for a moment the last time we were here. Could be someone you know or a monster. The Abyss. Should see for ourselves clearly. If you can go to that cliff, let's go. Alright, I'll get this thing in the bloody wall for you. Where is it?
You don't have to.
There you go. Zoom, 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 zoom. Bop. Yo! So many sparkles. There we go. At some point we'll have like nothing to do and we'll just run around the areas and like try and pick everything up probably. You could see us doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll take a very long time for you to ever get to that point.
Maybe, but
You'll have nothing to do.
I have free time a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's like nothing to stream, like, oh, just stream some Genshin. And then eventually we'll be out of like quests and stuff, and I'll just be like, okay, fine. Go to explore Stormterror or whatever. I'm glad I saw this wind thing, by the way. I was about to climb that entire cliff. Oh, it's just him. He was up here the whole time by the like Wii Golf Wii Sports Golf course.
And the footprint.
Is this Giant's footprint or something? No, it's not called that. Big thumbs up, actually. Hello? Can you sense that familiar feeling? It's nearby. There's nothing here, nothing. Just Firefox flashing off screen. This place is not that weird. Last time you were here, my companion brought me here last time. What's your favorite place? I don't know. A good voice. I followed that person around, that's all there was to it. Fair dues. Hmm? What is a bowkeeper? Does he like trees? Oh, these are footprints.
Yeah.
God. Not even a single dandelion.
A dandelion.
Yo, Dindalion. Oh, is this the intro cutscene?
Flashback.
I forgot about this woman.
Yeah, eyeball.
We could fly and shit? Yeah, I didn't remember that. Is Paimon's like mum or something?
I reckon it's just fucking.
It's probably just Paimon, right?
I don't know. Like maybe
spacing
everyone lost
out.
their memories.
Maybe. The dandelion
Paimon lost
reminds
her
me of.
power.
Maybe. She's just hungry now.
Yeah.
You and your brother.
This, like, the Genshin story is that you just travel around, and then when Paimon collects the specialty dishes of the 7 nations, she then becomes that.
Yeah. Evil demon lady.
Yeah.
Maybe it bears a scent that only you recognize. My brother pissed on this. I can tell. Does he experience something related to you? He's saying some confusing stuff. I need to get to the bottom of this. Don't rush. Vexation and anxiety are the enemy of rational thought. Speak for yourself. Journey has only just begun.
Bro.
Yo.
I'm so vexed.
I love vexing. Vexing fate, am I right? Any lich chat? Any lich readers in chat? At this time, the most important thing in the journey is to find him itself, and I will find him. Keep that in mind. May you find your kin. Part ways for now. You're leaving already. Only for now, we will meet again. Alright, off he bloody goes. I did take 500 Mora, and those 3 answers you gave me. You did take 500 Mora. You took like a fiver off me. Oh, I'm in the sad area. Ooh. Can't believe our brother is the fucking leader of the Abyssal Order. Alright. Chat, do be quiet. It's late. Involuntary sacrifice. This feels like it's going to take more than 5 minutes, right?
Yeah.
I might go to bed. It's like 11:30. I've only got to make someone's lunch for tomorrow. When he. Alright, cool. Anyway, I guess I'm going to end it there for now. Thanks for watching the stream today. Did you enjoy yourselves, chat? I had fun.
Yes.
Thanks for joining me, Tomu. It's nice to chat with your friends. Smile.
Yes.
Betsuni or anything. You know, Betsuni.
Betsuni.
Betsuni. Deska. Have a nice night. Good night, y'all. I'm gonna host someone now, because that's my job as the streamer.
Ganbate.
Gunbatu. Thanks for watching. Tomorrow is Saturday, so probably I won't stream, but if I do, you'll know, because I'll tell you.
You won't.
No, yeah, just randomly stream for just no one.
We'll
Not gonna
try
tell them.
hunt off
Secret.
stream.
Maybe. I would like to play that game. Oh, I'm gonna host Cerny. He's playing Binding of Isaac. Also, CJ's doing a 24-hour stream, but I said Cerny's name first, so he gets the raid, because it's rude to say you're gonna host someone and then say, oh, sorry.
Oop.
CJ does too many 24-hour streams, by the way. Someone should tell him to stop.
Not healthy.
It's not. Good night, y'all. See y'all tomorrow, y'all. Hi, Woolen. Bye, Woolen. Hi, Kyobi. I'm hosting Cerny's playing Isaac. The raid button doesn't seem to be working though, so I'm just waiting for Firefox to let me raid him, or I might just host him or whatever. In 2 seconds. It's perpetually in 2 seconds, huh? Just not gonna... Alright, I'm just gonna host him.
Did you like the Inazuma? Yeah, well then. How's Inazuma so far?
Sick.